The new normal uniform has a lot of us searching our closets and drawers for men's essentials that aren't there. Instead of the usual business casual button-ups and jeans, it's soft-knit polos, tees, joggers, and active shorts. Whatever men's basics you need, Mack Weldon has you covered. For me, it's about comfort. I look good, I feel good, I love it. Mack Weldon promises comfort and a consistent fit from socks, shirts, and hoodies to underwear, polos, or active shorts. From working out, going to work, or on a date, Mack Weldon is for everyday life. Mack Weldon's wide range of customized fabrics can keep up with you no matter what your day looks like. And with Weldon Blue, their totally free loyalty program, you get free shipping for life. Mack Weldon wants you to be comfortable, so if you don't like your first pair of underwear, you can keep them and they'll still refund you. No questions asked. For 20% off your first order, visit MackWeldon.com/peasants and enter promo code peasants. That's PEASANTS. That's MackWeldon.com/peasants, promo code peasants for 20% off. Mack Weldon, reinventing men's basics.
In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh! Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 846. And we've got Hannibal and Monty back again doing it live. Yeah, it's good to have you. It's good to have you both here at the same time at the start of the show.
Yes,
no one has suffered from narcolepsy quite yet. But
I
we'll
will
see.
not fall asleep on this show. I promise.
Definitely going to. Monty is definitely going to fall asleep on the show. He told us before how he's going through a stressful time and how he's been drinking all day. So
I have not been drinking all day.
Did you or did you not explain to us that you were going through it was a rough day, and you decided to assuage that with alcohol?
Monty, I have to be honest with you. We're not streaming right now. This is actually an intervention. We're not live on Drunken Peasants 846.
I did not start drinking until this started.
You know, as a sidebar, BENPAI, I don't think anybody in New Orleans has ever had an intervention before for alcohol.
I don't think that's ever happened for alcohol in New Orleans. I don't
What?
Like how nobody from New Orleans is allergic to seafood. It's like, I don't know if that's a thing.
Well,
I thought that was something they made up for TV.
Everybody who was allergic to seafood in New Orleans died at a very young age from seafood.
Yes. Yeah, they died early. Look, I tested it last night. I gave my son a little piece of shrimp, Sci-Hi the Beast. I gave him a little piece of shrimp, and I was like, let's see if he dies tomorrow.
Sink or swim. Sink or swim, little papa.
He's like the canary in the coal mine.
Yeah, I love him, but we got to know he's from New Orleans.
Yeah. It's a small chance that shrimp was a bad idea. Very small chance.
Yeah. So
it's
maybe he's allergic to shellfish. We don't know.
Hannibal's drink father Monty to the show. I hope that Hannibal keeps his father awake.
I mean, look.
Hannibal is not my son.
And you know what? That's why I don't mind That's why I'm never getting you a Father's Day gift, because these.
Yep. I personally, I want to defend you right now, Monty. Like I think it's cool that you had to have that drink to get through the show. Like every once in a while, you just gotta have a drink to get through the night, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
What a panderer Billy the Fridge is. What a panderer Billy the Fridge is. That's all I have to say. That's 100% pandering.
Ben, we don't need your negativity
here
in this conversation.
how
We're
is that
positive charged people.
Everyone,
pandering, Ben?
everyone, please like the stream. We're gonna move on from this horrible, unentertaining pandering.
Negative Ben, drink for Negative Ben. New part of the game, Negative Ben.
Look, I found what you call pandering entertaining, Ben. That's all.
Oh
I'm saying.
no, you found it flattering because it was pandering to you. That's why you liked it. We've got.
Oh, let me turn my ringer off.
We have the return of a few segments that we haven't done in a little while. I think, you know what? We'll start with one right now. The intro's pretty cool, so
okay.
that makes it even more fun. Here it is. It's the Paranormal Corner.
I've never seen this segment.
Yeah. The Paranormal Corner.
Okay.
Yeah. We have a few paranormal themed news stories here.
Okay.
I guess in Oklahoma, there was a proposition to make a Bigfoot hunting season.
Oh no!
Oh no! Yes. Oh my God! Yes.
Oh man! Yes. Like I said, you can't out white people, man. Like they are always going. Like no matter what you think of, they got some new shit. All right, let's run it. First off, do you want to find Bigfoot? How does that go if you catch him? What do you?
If you're hunting him, yes, you want to find him.
Yeah, it's going to be a shoot to kill situation.
I would say if by some miracle someone saw a Bigfoot and killed a Bigfoot, they would probably be arrested for killing an endangered species.
Not if it's hunting season.
Yes.
True.
I mean, yeah. You know what? I don't know if they can legally make a hunting season.
Won't let us hunt Bigfoots the way we want to hunt Bigfoots.
For Oklahoma to be barred from having a Bigfoot hunting season, the feds would have to make an actual endangered species list for Bigfoot. They'd have to officially put Bigfoot on an endangered species list. It'd have to be a federal crime to kill a Bigfoot. And that's a whole other level of psycho.
I think it would have to be proven to be a real animal before that could even happen, which they should have to do before they make a hunting season for it.
Here's my thing. No, Ben. Let them make a hunting season. Because here's the thing. If I were to drag like me all bloodied and brutal from fighting it after shooting it, because you got to fight it first. You have to fight it.
Fight it hand to hand first. What if it's like 9 feet tall and 400 pounds of solid muscle?
That should be all hunting.
You gotta fight the Bigfoot before you shoot it. You have to fight it. So I drag this thing home.
Wait. What weapons do you have while you're fighting the Bigfoot?
Hand to hand.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think it's
like you don't get a knife or a stick or nothing?
Yeah, no, you gotta go in and fight that Bigfoot. Whatever's around.
This motherfucker's 9 feet tall and 400 pounds. You mean to tell me I can't have a sharp stick?
Nope.
No.
Well, I feel like
stick around, you can grab it.
I feel like as a human being, you should be able to make anything in your vicinity a tool, but you can't go into those mountains with anybody's weaponry or anything. You got to go into those mountains barehanded.
So if I go into the mountains and by some miracle I figure out how to forge and blacksmith my own weapons, I can go.
Yes.
I can go in and make my own sword. I just have to. I have to extract the iron ore from the. Okay, man.
You have to be able to do all that.
Good thing I've been playing Assassin's Creed.
That's the benefit of being human is you get to use tools and you can go in there with the numbers game is how humans have survived and thrived and become the alpha predator. You can go in with the numbers game.
It's cheating. It's cheating if you use other people's work. Yeah. It has to be your work that day.
There's got to be one guy.
What if you give them credit for it though? Like sampling. Like if I sample a song and I say, "Oh, but I took this piece of my weaponry from The Walking Dead."
No, you can't do that. Look. This is a beat battle. No samples allowed, Hannibal.
Pass.
What do you mean no samples though? Like
Here's the actual story, by the way.
You
Nobody
could use
wants
knowledge.
Nobody wants Oklahoma's proposed Bigfoot hunting season.
Then who proposed it? If nobody wants it, somebody obviously wants it.
And this is a joke sign, right? I mean, this isn't an official sign. This is like, ha, there might be Bigfoot. By the way, Bigfoot lives in the PNW. If he exists, he lives in the PNW.
He's partially here. He's got footprints across the globe.
Those are fake.
This is Shoshana Wudinsky's the girl's name. She shouldn't be commenting on hunting season.
Is she Polish?
I don't know. She sounds like someone who doesn't know about hunting at all, let alone Bigfoot. Oklahoma State Rep Justin Humphrey is no stranger to taking what you can call some pretty controversial stances on things like abortion access, gay rights, and police brutality. Now you can add Bigfoot to the list. Yeah, because if the list of things I don't believe in are abortion access, gay rights, police brutality, and Bigfoot, right? Am I right?
Right.
Yeah.
What? I actually do believe in Bigfoot. Now you can add Bigfoot to the list. This week, Humphrey filed an official bill calling for the creation of a yearly Bigfoot hunting season. Aside from setting the rules for hunting this hairy cryptid, House Bill 1648, which you can read here, would also direct the Oklahoma Department of Wildlife Conservation to set the dates when this season would take place and any Bigfoot-specific hunting licenses or fees. Okay. I'm for it.
Yeah.
I'm
for it too. I'm in.
If they're going to sell you Bigfoot hunting licenses and fees, and that tax money is going to go to feed, like, I don't know, hungry little Oklahoma babies.
Listen, Hannibal.
Mm-hmm.
If this were to happen, would you not want to go out to Oklahoma with me to hunt Bigfoot?
No, I would not.
No.
First off, I'm 100% positive that if we were to go to Oklahoma during Bigfoot hunting season,
exactly,
one of us is definitely getting shot.
Yeah, Hannibal, you're 6'2", right?
Like, I'm 6'2" and a half.
Yeah,
250-pound black guy. I'm getting shot. Okay.
They're gonna be like, it's a baby Bigfoot.
Yeah. I wear 13 and a half, so technically they would be justified in shooting me. All right.
Yeah.
Hannibal. All we do is we go there, we make some white friends in Oklahoma. That's who we hang out with.
Egghead
we go Bigfoot hunting.
Egghead's from Oklahoma. He doesn't live there anymore, but he's a white guy from Oklahoma.
Yeah, we hook up with Egghead's people.
Yeah.
You think they're going to protect you from the other militant gun-toting whites?
Look, all they need to do to protect us is be around us and be cool with us.
I pass. You know, I'm not with you on this.
And you know what? I like your take on it, Billy, because a bunch of hunters are just going to waste their time going out to kill an animal that probably doesn't exist. And there's tax revenue coming in from it. They might as well have zombie hunting season too. How about that?
See, that would be troublesome.
Yeah.
Because somebody would go out and start mauling like people on meth.
Oh, he looked like he was a zombie.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Here's the next one we have here on Paranormal Corner. First contact: stranded alien being pleads with UFO investigators for help.
Okay, really quick. This is not close to first contact. First contact on the record was back in the 1940s. On the record. Okay?
Zephram Cochrane makes first contact with the Vulcans in Montana in about, I think, 30 years from now.
We don't know about your fairy tales, Benjamin. This is real life.
Hey, they know what I'm talking about.
No, that's real shit he's talking about.
Yeah. Yep.
Like that's history, Billy.
Yep.
Are you the only one that doesn't believe this?
I don't believe.
Where's your pandering now, Billy?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us all what a good idea that is?
I don't believe in pandering.
I mean, look, Billy was fine at the beginning of the show. He just veered off at some point, Ben. Be easy on the man, Ben. Billy's good people. He's just wrong now. That's
Hold
all.
on, wait. What are they saying about this Mr. Burns like alien? I need to hear more.
The U.S.
Just from this picture, just that picture is the Mr. Burns. He comes out the
I'll give you the thrashing of a lifetime.
The U.S.-based Mutual UFO Network, MUFON, is the world's biggest organization for logging and investigating UFO sightings and alleged alien encounters. so is used to its fair share. So it's used to its fair share of weirdness. But this is believed to the first report made it alleging to be from an intelligent life form. Whoever wrote this is not an intelligent life form. To an intelligent alien life form, the organization receives its fair share of hoax reports that it has to sift through, so the explanation will probably be the most likely if it chooses to investigate the case. Whoever wrote this is a top-tier imbecile.
It's express.co.uk.
But we have to get through this because this is a very important story here, and I'll tell you why. The alien said in its bizarre report to MUFON, it usually existed as an electromagnetic wave which hijacked physical bodies or even human beings. It said, I'm an extraterrestrial being adopted by humankind. You can call me Mogay.
Hold on. What's his name?
Wait, Mogay?
Hold on, what's his name?
You can call me Mogay.
And hold on. What? Hold on.
You can call me Mogay.
This is my brother alien. His name is regular gay.
Less gay.
I'm just here to probe you. You can call me Mogay.
Okay. Is that where the anal probes come from?
I think so.
Has he just been hustling? Has he just been hustling humans all this time? It's like, I need to. We need you to bend over real fast.
It doesn't say they're body snatchers.
What's more gay than spending 70 years kidnapping human beings just to inspect their buttholes? It went to say.
I mean, not that there's a problem with that, but if you like buttholes, I mean, it's kind of rape. But
not if it's aliens, right?
Well, what if they did it for science? Like he did get scientific research from it. He also derived physical pleasure from it as well.
Think of all the animals that we've badgered as human beings in the name of science.
There's so many things I want to say, but I'm not going to say it.
Just think about all those monkeys with lipstick out there. So, I get it.
So many things I want to say, but I'm not going to say them.
It went on to say in broken English that a disaster on another celestial body had caused it and others to seek refuge on Earth.
The alien wrote this article then.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It chooses.
I guess so.
It chooses your planet for its wide array of anuses.
It chooses. Article by Mogay.
By Mogay. It said, we were stay as electromagnetic wave and normally use replaceable bodies to work. A celestial body made most of our equipment can't work. We tried to make it get away from Matif, but we failed, and that celestial body hit the Matif. Although the adverse effects of celestial body had gone when it knocked out of its orbit, but it's no more time for us to took refuge with transfer system. The disaster on Matif made us arrive on the Earth.
It's no time for us to took refuge with transfer system.
Yes.
This is like when I buy some furniture from IKEA and I try to read the directions.
Yeah.
Like this is how it's written.
Look, if you can't
This
speak,
is why I don't write descriptions for our show.
Look, in Spokane, Washington, there was a scam where like these people were pretending to be hitmen, and then they would like send you a text message that's like, "Hey, I got hired to kill you. But if you send me some money, I won't kill you." But the messages that they would send like Mogay. They would come in that same broken English.
Yeah.
Well, that's Spokane though, right?
and I always replied to those after reading that sentence, please come put me out of my misery.
Yeah. No, I spent all our show money on it, and Hannibal got mad at me.
Wait, you spent all our show money on a fake hitman? On me?
How do you know it wasn't fake? The reason he's still alive is because he paid up.
Yeah, they were coming to kill us. All the money we made last month, I sent it to him.
Oh
hey,
my God.
and they're from
I hate you so.
They're from Spokane, so they're
I'm not
serious.
Hannibal. I'm alive right now. I'm alive.
Spokane is like technically part of Washington, but it's basically just Idaho.
Yeah, they were going to reveal my porn history, Hannibal.
Wow. You know how some people are cut from a different grain, right? Like some people they're cut from that mahogany wood. Some people are cut from that Norwegian wood. Hannibal's cut from that I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah, I did. Exactly. Yes. He gets it. Bars. Okay. He gets it.
Yeah, I'm cut from the I just want to live. I'm cut from the I just want to live wood.
You see this? spooky baby dolls found nailed to trees on Cannock Chase.
Been there.
That is spooky, though.
A trekker made the eerie discovery near the site of an old war hospital. An old war hospital.
Yeah, like, why can't they just throw a pair of sneakers up over a power line?
Why don't you just walk to school with a pair of fucking baby dolls strapped to your feet, Ben? Why not? A spooky baby dolls have been found nailed to trees near the site of an old war hospital. The mom of two said she had decided to walk a bit further into the undergrowth of trees near her home when she made this startling discovery. The trekker, who is a theater practitioner at Walsall Manor Hospital, I don't want to have the name Manor in my hospital. Like, I'm going in there alive. I'm leaving there a ghost. I know that. Uncovered the creepy dolls while walking in Cannock Chase on Thursday, January 28th. The 64-year-old waded through the undergrowth and discovered a clearing where a number of trees stood with the dolls nailed and tied to them. Speaking to Black Country Live, the mum of two said, "I've had to shield for all of the lockdown, but when I was on my walks, I looked a bit further, and as I dug through the undergrowth, I saw these dolls. They were in some sort of order. Their dresses were all raggedy, and they were all
raggedy,
tied
I say,
and nailed to the trees. And as I came out of the woods, I saw a sign that said, this was the operating theater for the old pensions hospital. It was just a little bit weird considering what I do for my job."
Indubitably, my good man.
"I've got a friend who is a spiritual medium, and she wants to go take a look up there to see if she can feel anything. She later went back to the site to check out the dolls again. She said, it wasn't that scary, and I stood amongst the dolls. I was saying my prayers. I talked to the dolls and wished the children who used to live in the mining village eternal rest."
Wow.
Pass.
Okay.
Look, understand, if I walk into the forest and I see, first off, I'm not walking into the forest. Let's start there, all right? I'm not walking to the forest. I'm not eating clam chowder. And then if I walk into the forest and I see a bunch of baby dolls nailed to trees, I'm definitely not walking into the forest. That's a setup. That's how
that's what's happening
in the horror movie.
When you come to Seattle, we're eating clam chowder, and then later that day we're driving up into the mountains, into the woods to walk around and look for baby dolls nailed to trees.
Look. Here's the thing. We can do that. Hannibal, stop shaking your head. No.
Have you ever seen Twin Peaks?
If we see a baby doll nailed to a tree, I will walk back with you.
Have you ever seen Twin Peaks? Like we live
that's like 1,000 years ago. Yes.
We live right near where that was filmed. So we'll take you there to all the creepy places from Twin Peaks. Snoqualmie Falls with a big bread bowl full of creamy white clam chowder.
Pass on all of that. So I got to die eating chowder instead of gumbo.
No, look, you were gonna love chowder, Hannibal.
Look, all I'm saying is, if hell exists, that's it for me. That's it. Okay.
I don't see what's creepy about this. Every doll I've ever met has begged to be nailed against a tree. History of the site shows an old war hospital built on Brindley Heath where the dolls were discovered. The walker also discovered signs revealing the area was once the Ministry Pensions Hospital, which closed in the late 1920s. After this, buildings were acquired by the colliery to house miners along with their families. The site was then known as Brindley Village and had a...
Hello. Monty. Good night.
Wrecked. Wrecked.
I'm awake and I'm here. And see, you made me unplug my fucking headphones.
I saw someone like... I've seen so many photoshopped memes of you asleep now too, Monty.
I saw the memes. I fell asleep twice on DP. Twice.
Which is twice as much, or it's like, way more than anybody else.
One time more than Pimp Monk.
You know how we used
that wasn't on here. That wasn't on here. That was on his own stream. Pimp Monk's never fallen asleep. No one else has ever fallen asleep on DP.
You know how we used to get high billies all the time?
You know what though? I'm
slept
wrong.
on DP a bunch.
I'm wrong. Pimp Monk did fall asleep, but it was during a 24-hour show.
Yeah.
We were like 20 hours into a 24-hour show, and Pimp Monk did fall asleep.
Yeah, I fell asleep.
That is true.
I fell asleep at the end of the 24-hour show the first time I was on.
The first one.
And then I slept on the one we did here just so we could get zaps. And I would lay with
people
the
have
collar on
fallen
my neck.
asleep. People have fallen asleep.
Yeah.
Yes. People have. Monty is one of the people that has fallen asleep on DP. I get it. I'm a meme now.
You did it in record time too. You're the world champion.
So all the people that used to send in hillbillies, can we get them to take the clips of Monty sleeping? And play some slumbering like music at the beginning of the clip of Monty sleeping, and then do a dream sequence and have him show what he's dreaming.
A bunch of white girls running around in
We
bikinis
don't know.
or something.
It could be anything. This should be sleepy time with Monty video memes like the hillbillies were. Like the hillbillies were.
Face palms is when the sleeping happens, because this is when it always happens. I start doing this, and then I just get comfortable, and then I just
tell it to the principal.
Oh yeah.
I hate y'all.
That's like the excuse I would make for falling asleep in class. Like, no, I'm paying attention.
Yeah, no. I do a lot of shit all day.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. We're gonna move on to something else, and then we'll read the Streamlabs at the end of the next segment here. We are going to do a little bit of the action news. Here it comes.
He called me sir. It got me so human angry.
People are discriminating against wolves.
Wow. They're laughing at us, at our stupidity.
And you better well learn to love it.
I love this next story. This is one of the most creative ways I've ever seen anyone attempt to smuggle drugs.
Customs agents in Cincinnati seized 44 pounds of cornflakes covered in cocaine instead of sugar.
I'd like me a box of that.
Gotta have my pops.
That's one way to start your day. You know?
Yeah.
What if you got a box of these instead of your regular Frosted Flakes?
Get that box.
No, for real. How wrecked would you be eating a bowl of Coke Flakes? Like, would it just?
It would be crazy.
Your mouth would start to go numb, I imagine.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because like when you gum it, yeah.
And then you'd be like, I don't know, wanting to go to Wall Street and make big money moves. Like, what do people do on Coke?
A lot of stuff.
Like a lot of jumping jacks, I bet.
Yeah. A lot of cleaning sometimes. People get productive.
I can't wait till cocaine's legal again and we can start putting it back in our Coca-Cola and cornflakes.
Oh, my God.
U.S. Customs and Border Patrol seized a shipment of cereal from South America that was covered in cocaine instead of sugar. Yeah, who's shipping cereal to the United States?
What a weird plan. Yeah. I don't know.
This is like 100% like somebody in the drug industry was like, we're going to start a cereal plant. And we're like,
come on. You know that wasn't their accent. Can we get a Colombian accent?
We're going to start a cereal plant here in South America and send it to you. Big boxes
Are they
of cereal.
Irish?
No.
Are they leprechauns?
That was South American.
This? Okay, I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
And then so they'll send... Like, this entire business had to have, like, there's no way someone's making cornflakes to send to America in South America, right? Like, this has to be from the ground up a cocaine production.
Yeah, the person who came up with this idea was high as fuck, eating cocaine frosted cornflakes, and was like, hey, man, I got this great idea. We can ship this shit to America. Let's ship a product to America that America has in bulk already.
Everyone knows they should have done Raisin Bran.
Hey, what if we had some Coke Flakes?
Have you ever looked at? Hey, man, you know what Atlanta doesn't have a lot of? Mumble rappers. We should ship mumble rappers to Atlanta. It's the perfect crime.
Covered in cocaine.
Have you ever had Raisin Bran before? Have you ever taken a good look at a Raisin Bran raisin? It's coated in what appears to be sugar. They should have done Raisin Bran instead.
I think raisins are hard to get in South America.
Are they? I don't even know.
Yeah, they grow naturally in different regions.
I mean, they're grapes that like dry up.
Maybe I was lying. Yeah. Maybe I was talking out of my ass.
Yeah, I think so.
So
maybe I made that up. I don't know.
Yeah, the cocaine-coated cornflakes, according to a news release, the cocaine on the cornflakes weighed 44 pounds. Well,
damn.
While working on incoming freight from Peru, a CPD narcotic detector dog named Biko, my dude Biko.
Oh, good boy, Biko.
Good boy. Flagged the cereal shipment going to a private residence in Hong Kong. Okay, I can see this now. People in Hong Kong definitely probably buy their cornflakes from Guatemala or whatever, Peru or wherever it is.
Exactly.
This is why would you have
Peruvian flakes?
Yes.
If you get my drift.
Wink, wink. Upon further inspection, officers found and tested white powder on the cereal that was positive for cocaine. The men and women at the port of Cincinnati are committed to stopping the flow of dangerous drugs, and they continue to use their training, intuition, and strategic skills to prevent these kinds of illegitimate shipments from reaching the public, Cincinnati Port Director Richard Gillespie
Port
said.
of Cincinnati, they must mean like on the river or something, because besides the river, Cincinnati's landlocked completely.
Are you sure they don't mean the Sea of Ohio? Like
I mean, there is basically a Sea of Ohio. It's called Lake Erie, but Cincinnati is down at
it's
the
not
bottom.
near Cincinnati.
Yeah, Cincinnati's on a river. It's on the Ohio River.
On a typical day in fiscal year 2020, CBP said it seized 3,677 pounds of drugs at ports of entry across the nation. So if they're seizing 3,677 pounds of drugs, how many pounds of drugs do you think go undetected?
Is this one of those story math problems?
Yes.
There's a train going north at 85 miles an hour, and there's 15 people going west at 18 miles an hour in a bike, and you got to try to.
I was never good at those.
I'm trying to
the answer is always C.
I'm trying to update the SATs to not be so white centric.
The answer is always C in Spanish class too.
C.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is.
Yes.
C.
Yes.
C. This is. I thought it was an interesting story.
Drug traffickers have long used creative methods to try to ship cocaine. Yeah, all those balloons they jam up
into booty.
The booties. That's pretty creative.
Yeah.
And they stopped doing that because the aliens kept finding their cocaine. Mogay was like, "Oh, we get cocaine too."
Mogay took that cocaine. Yes,
for real.
What if they would?
Maybe he wasn't. See, maybe he wasn't gay after all. Maybe Mogay was just looking for cocaine. Like maybe the first dude
said Mogay was gay. Hannibal.
It's in his name. You know what I'm saying?
You know the thick layer of Fruity Pebbles dust at the bottom of a bag of Fruity Pebbles? They should have just smuggled it in that.
Why didn't they do that?
Yeah.
Or they could have made Nestle Quick cococaine and just have big jars of Nestle Quick cocaine. Now, really quick, Hannibal. You're saying that there's a chance that Mogay was only probing them booties to find cocaine? Like, is this a case of the chicken or the egg? Like, which comes first? I don't think you start looking in buttholes for cocaine. I think you start looking in buttholes for completely different reasons
Trumpster Bob.
and
happen
upon
cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, look, I think the first guy that Mogay probed, he was probing his prostate, for medical purposes. But he found cocaine. And he was like, whoa. He's like, man, what's this on my finger? This shit is amazing. And then after that, that was it. So now he's checking everybody's butthole, and it was like he probably grabbed 3 or 4 guys.
But you know how improbable that is? When's the last time you shucked an oyster? And when's the first time somebody shucked an oyster and there was a pearl in it, and you just thought every oyster had a pearl in it? This is not probable.
Mogay probably beamed the pearl into the oyster.
Yeah, Mogay was digging around booty holes and just happened upon some cocaine and was like, we're going to start going down towards New Mexico where people are running in and out of the border with drugs in their butt to get to the northern states. Because every time we go down there, we find one with a big balloon of cocaine in their back end. That's what they're saying.
So look, I'm just all right. So like one of the first sexual experiences I had, this girl she was really kinky. I'll just leave it at that. She did some real wild shit. Then the second girl I had sex with did also a lot of wild shit. So after that, I just thought all girls was nasty as shit. And then 3 through whatever was like, oh no, that was just them first 2. I got spoiled. What if that's what happened with Mogay with booty holes and cocaine? You don't know. What if the first couple booty holes had cocaine in them? And then after that, he didn't find no more cocaine for a while, and he didn't know how else you get cocaine.
We've basically cracked the code on this. The link between drug smuggling and the Roswell aliens. Roswell, New Mexico is only a little bit further north of El Paso, Texas, which is on the border.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think Mogay was a wall wouldn't have kept out Mogay.
Straight up.
No.
Those mules, those mules cross from Juarez.
The fuck out that wall.
Yep.
Those mules cross over from Juarez, and they got to go all the way to Nevada, where the cocaine calls for a premium.
Yeah.
And in the middle of New Mexico, they get beamed up and exploited, and their entire stash gets extrapolated, and they're left down there with an empty coffer and an empty soul because the aliens took it all.
All right, so we're going to move on. Everybody, please like the stream if you haven't already. I think we can get to 200 likes really quick. And double check, make sure that YouTube doesn't remove your like, because they do that trash on top of all the other stuff they do. So please like us. Also, right now is a good time to check out the audio version of this podcast. You can find it pretty much anywhere. Any podcast app out there, even on the SiriusXM app. We are one of the featured podcasts on the SiriusXM app. So if you happen to have SiriusXM like on your phone or on your computer or on your gaming console, you can search us there and subscribe to us there, and it'll download it. We need those downloads on that audio version to go up like crazy. So that's why I'm pointing it out right now. If you could do that.
Just go download the podcast now. Just go open it up in whatever podcast service you use and just download it now.
Yes. Yeah, because right after this show is done, I'm uploading this.
If any of you have ever prepped for doomsday, bought a Baker bucket, had some Y2K kits full of water. If you've ever prepared for the worst of days, and I know a lot of you right now are, download all the podcasts of us you can in audio so you can put them on a little MP3 player and have us with you in the end time.
It goes way far back too. It goes all the way back to the mid 100 episodes of this show. So there's quite a catalog to go back through. And there's some stuff that's not on this channel that's only on there. And another thing, if anything ever gets cut out of the YouTube version of the show, it's going to be available on the audio version. So if there's ever a weird jump cut on the regular show, that's because YouTube sucks and we had to upload the content elsewhere. So, yeah, that's my little promo for the audio version of the show. Now, we're going to take a look at this. As most of you know, Ted Cruz, before he took his little trip to Mexico for less than 24 hours, his wife was inviting all of their rich buddies to go with them, because the power was out everywhere. The power wasn't discriminatory about your income or anything else like that. If you lived in a $3 million mansion, your power was going out too.
Which is stupid.
Are you saying that power doesn't care about your feelings, Ben?
It doesn't.
Power does not care about your feelings.
And so they were like, hey, we can afford to fly out of here. Let's do it. Let's get out of here. And so his wife was inviting all these people, and now a lot of these people are ratting her out. They're ratting her out. Yeah.
Whole ass friends.
These rich people could have had generators on their property.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't. If you live in a giant house, though, I don't know how well that's going to help.
I mean, you could have one good room.
If you live in Texas, you should have solar panels on your house, and you should be charging a battery constantly.
Should be.
Yeah. I mean, because they get a lot of sun. They get more sun than most states
I wonder
do.
how many cattle in Texas perished because of this.
I don't know.
I can't imagine there was a lot they could do.
I heard
to
a
them.
really sad story about a little boy that just froze to death in his trailer. His family lived in a trailer park, and he just died at night.
He was out playing in the snow the day before.
Yep. Yeah.
And all because Ted Cruz had to go to Cancun
Ted
and get
Cruz
cornrows.
basically killed that little boy.
Oh my God.
Well, I thought it was because of the Green New Deal and wind turbines.
No,
that's what I heard on Fox. That's what they saying on Newsmax and OAN.
AOC started this with her wind turbines. Senator Ted Cruz on Tuesday continued his public apology tour for his. I love publicly apologizing for things.
I'm sorry.
It's so hard for me to actually get in trouble.
Listen. Can I real quick? I want to publicly apologize for what Nuka Zeus said. He was wrong. Hannibal is not actually my son. So can we kill that meme? I'm publicly apologizing for Nuka
Why is your
Zeus
dad
said.
disowning you, Hannibal?
Oh, fuck you, Ben.
Because
yeah, the only reason you have to apologize right now is for being a bad dad to Hannibal, like, right?
Yeah.
Like, and that's okay. We accept it.
How many graduations have you been to, Monty? How many?
I've been to none of your graduations.
Are you going to play catch with him? Can you play catch with your son?
Never.
Yeah, I can play catch with my son. My son is sleeping right now, and he's a beautiful baby.
Your older
boy.
son.
He's laying there. I don't have an older son. I have a son.
I have no son.
That got a little bit of white in them. That's what it is. Like, he don't claim because sex with my mother reminds him of why he has complicated relationships.
If Hannibal took a DNA test and it came up like 1 or 2% white, would you accept him back as your son?
Oh, yeah, Dad. What would you then?
What you calling me Dad? Oh,
father. I'm sorry. Father.
All right.
No, don't call me that either. Call me Monty.
So, let's get to the part where he's talking about his wife.
Let's get there. Let's get to. Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Ben knows how to keep the show
I want to
moving.
say I don't get the Zodiac Killer thing. Like, I've looked up pictures of the Zodiac Killer. They don't look the same. And then the Zodiac Killer is like way older than Ted Cruz. So I don't understand, like, how did that get started and why?
I think it's, a joke. Like,
right. I mean, like, jokes usually, like, you can hear the joke and you're like, that's clever.
Do we have a picture of the Zodiac Killer? Like,
let me see.
Because
when you Google him now, Ted Cruz comes up.
Because we'd have to also find pictures of Ted Cruz from like his early ages, right?
I mean, Ted Cruz would have been a little kid when the Zodiac Killer thing was happening.
I will say this is kind of unfortunate here. Ted Cruz reference photos that circulated in recent days of his family's pet dog
now there's
named
no
Snowflake.
There's no actual pictures of the Zodiac Killer, but there's like sketches, like police sketches.
Yeah, exactly.
So this is a sketch of Zodiac Killer.
Yeah, this looks like Ted Cruz to me.
No, it doesn't.
Look at Ted Cruz from this time period in his life.
What time period of his life? He was a little kid in the 60s and early 70s.
Yeah, that's what
so.
he
Yeah,
wants
I'll show you a
believe.
picture of him as a little kid, which he doesn't look anything like this. You're reaching really far.
No, I'm not reaching at all. Me and many other people believe.
Everyone, please like the stream. We'll take a look. Let's see. Where's the thing where he's like,
They said they left their dog Snowflake at home during all this. Just because the dog's name is Snowflake doesn't mean it can survive a snowstorm.
Of course the dog's name is Snowflake. Just like Shanny's dog's name is Watermelon.
No,
Cruz said
her black cat is Watermelon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh man,
Her black cat is Watermelon.
This is my favorite part of an apology.
Oh, by the way, when the Zodiac Killer, I just saw this in the chat. When the Zodiac killings started, Ted Cruz wasn't even born.
See, that's what Ted Cruz wants you to think.
Okay, go ahead.
Cruz said it was. Cruz said
it was supposed to be Ted Cruz's dad was the Zodiac Killer, not Ted Cruz himself, right?
I don't know. Well, Ted Cruz's dad was from Cuba, and they believe there's rumors about him like being an assassin, and like people wanted him to assassinate Kennedy in the early years.
Yeah,
but that's more believable than anything related to the Zodiac Killer.
There's rumors that Ted Cruz's dad assassinated Kennedy, and there's rumors that Woody Harrelson's dad assassinated
Woody
Kennedy.
Harrelson's dad was a legit assassin that did take people out and spent the rest of his life in prison.
Yeah. So I would like to say that stolen valor for Ted Cruz's dad is not fair. Our dads need to do what they can to own up to their children, not the killings they committed. Tell them, Hannibal.
Ted Cruz said it was really creepy that a reporter captured a picture of his dog forlornly standing out a window, and even more creepy that his wife Heidi was photographed on the beach in her bikini by paparazzi. I mean, that's... paparazzi do that, and you are famous. You're not like a Hollywood celebrity, but you're a high-level politician.
Was she photographed on the beach of Cancun while the snowstorm was going down?
Probably, yeah.
I'd say that's a little less creepy when it's like telling a story of evading to Mexico.
Read the next statement.
I will tell you, she is pissed about. I will tell you that she is pissed about. All the rest of it, she's fine, Cruz said, adding, Heidi is smoking hot. So I looked at the pictures and said, man, you look great.
And then I took him into the bathroom with me.
Then I made a pita pocket out of her bajayjay. During the 2016 Republican presidential primary, then candidate Donald Trump memorably threatened to spill the beans on Heidi Cruz and tweeted an unflattering photo of her next to a glossy image of his own wife, Melania. The senator condemned the post at the time, but went on to become one of Trump's fiercest defenders in Congress.
That's why he has no spine whatsoever.
Yeah.
The guy literally said his wife was ugly and that his wife was way hotter, and then Cruz just was like, thank you, daddy.
Yeah, there
Thank
was the one apology tour that he when he was on the apology tour, the one comment he made where he said he had to grow the beard on his face because he couldn't look at the man he was when he cowered to Trump.
No.
In the mirror, he was like, I couldn't look in the mirror at the man I was, so I had to grow this beard to hide.
I thought it was
hide myself.
I thought it was because he had a fat, weak chin. Like he had no. Yeah.
He said it was
I
all
thought it was
because
he was a piece of shit and was trying to look like he was living that pandemic life.
We have a mutual friend, Monty and I, that's a big Ted Cruz fan, and I've been wanting to ask him if he currently is still a big Ted Cruz fan. Monty, you may know. I don't know. I haven't talked to him about it.
I don't know.
I don't know. I thought about that today.
I will ask though.
Yeah, I'd be very curious to see his because he's also like super into like religion and church and and respecting the wife and stuff. So I'd be curious to see if he's like, oh yeah, like Donald Trump disrespected Ted Cruz's wife. And then Ted Cruz was like, it is what it is. I work for you now. You're my boss. I'm going to do what you say. I'm going to suck your balls. It's all good. Sometimes people, sometimes you just look up and realize that sometimes there's a guy with bigger balls.
On Tuesday, Cruz said his wife was also pretty pissed that messages from a group text were leaked to the New York Times showing her lamenting the freezing temperature of their house and suggesting a getaway to the Ritz-Carlton Hotel in Cancun. Cruz said his wife actually was over to a neighbor's house yesterday, sort of walking through the messages. We've got a number of Republicans who are neighbors, but we also have a number of Democrats, he said. He's like, for the record,
they must have been Democrats, the people who sold us out and showed everyone.
But it wasn't just us Republicans that wanted to get the hell out of the United States and go to Mexico. It was also some Democrats as well.
Yeah.
There were even some folks on our street who put up Beto signs, which I thought was a little rude.
Really?
Said, it's a little rude for people living in America to freely express their choice of senator in their own home state. It's a little rude. Referring to his 2018 re-election race against former Democratic Rep. Beto O'Rourke. I didn't hold a victory party on their front yards when we won, he said.
Why would you? Yeah, why would you do that?
Why would you do anything on their front yard?
But they can. It's their yard, so they can put a sign there. Just because they live near you doesn't mean they have to abstain from putting a sign in their yard. What an idiot! I hope they vote him out.
It was a little rude, Ben.
Yes. Yeah,
it's not rude at all.
It's got to go.
He's the one that's being rude. By thinking he has a say in what his neighbors put in their yards, like they have to be afraid to support another candidate just because they live near the guy.
It's a little rude.
Yeah.
I wanted to play this. Tiger Woods was in a bad car accident today.
Tiger Woods.
Golfer Tiger Woods was injured in a serious car crash in the Los Angeles area.
Yeah, look at that car, man.
Authorities said it was a single car crash and Woods' vehicle rolled over. I wonder who.
Oh, shit.
He's alive, though, but he's hurt.
Mr. Woods was extricated from the wreck with the jaws of life by Los Angeles County firefighters and paramedics, then transported to a local hospital by ambulance for his injuries.
Yeah, it's basically an overgrown can opener that they cut you out of your car with when your doors don't open anymore.
Yeah.
As opposed to the jaws of death. A spokesperson for the fire department told USA Today The crash victims' injuries were serious but not life-threatening.
I'll tell you what, this can end his career, like, depending on what it is. Like, if it's anything bad with his legs or arms.
Wasn't his career pretty much over?
No,
for
he
a
was
while?
he was coming back. The thing is, golf is a very physical game. It's slow paced, but it's very physical, but it's also super mental. And when he had his whole scandal, he was on top. He was the best golfer in the world. On his way to best golfer ever. Most people consider Jack Nicklaus the greatest golfer ever because he has the most wins of major tournaments. But it was like almost like a certainty that Tiger Woods was going to pass it. And then he had that scandal, and now he had that scandal, and he never won another major after that. It had to have been because his head wasn't in the same place anymore.
Probably, yeah.
But he also started suffering like a bunch of injuries too, like back injuries and like hip injuries and shit like that too, right?
Yeah, I mean, you still got to qualify for these tournaments, though, so he's good enough to play in these tournaments. He just hasn't won one in a long time.
Well, yeah, but
now I think he might be done. I don't know. It depends
maybe
on
it's
how
time
bad.
for him to be done. You know, his life. He hit a peak. You know, maybe he'll sit out for a while, re-nurture his wounds, come back in 10, 20 years.
He won't come back in 10, 20.
You can play golf when you're old, right?
Well, like, as a senior.
Yeah.
There's senior tournaments for older golfers.
Maybe he'll have a golden era.
Arnold Palmer played in senior tournaments all the way up until he was like too old to play anymore.
Do you like Arnold Palmer's, the drinks?
I knew you were going to do
like
this.
Half,
I know what.
half lemonade, half iced tea?
Yeah? Why?
What would an Arnold Schwarzenegger be?
Oh. If it was a drink?
Yeah. Would it be like half iced tea, half something else?
Is the Arnold the lemonade or the tea?
I'm not sure.
No. If it's an Arnold Schwarzenegger, because an Arnold Palmer is like, what is it, whiskey and lemonade?
No,
or is that something else? It's something in lemonade. Look, that's an Arnold Schwarzenegger.
It's tea and lemonade.
And Arnold Schwarzenegger is whiskey and lemonade.
What?
That's it.
Is there a German whiskey? Like, I know Goldschlager's German, right?
Yeah, there's one. It's called Back on the Rails, and that's where I'm taking the show.
I've never had that.
All right, we've got Trump. So, like, now that Trump's not president anymore, a lot of these lawsuits are in the works, and the whole one about, you know, your taxes have to be released.
Yeah.
It looks like it's going to happen. Trump was trying to keep his taxes hidden, but a Supreme Court just...
A major defeat for Donald Trump.
The Supreme Court just rejected
the former president's years-long quest to keep his tax and financial records from New York prosecutors who are investigating fraud and other possible crimes. Chief Washington correspondent John Carl has the latest. Good morning, John.
Good morning, George. This is a big defeat for Trump. It was his last-ditch effort to keep prosecutors from getting his tax returns. Now the Manhattan DA, Cyrus Vance, will have access to 8 years of Donald Trump's tax returns and other personal records. And it's not just Trump's personal returns. Vance will also have access to the returns of his companies, the various Trump companies.
Oh, my God, that's the mother lode. It's basically everything. And now we can confirm how much he actually paid. There's no reason, you know, a guy who was president for 4 years, making way more money than I do, pays less taxes. You know, I don't understand. And he's making a salary, which I guess he donated or whatever. But even so, money's still coming to him.
But I mean, why would they make the ultra rich pay more taxes? Isn't corporate welfare like one of the big amounts of spending anyways? Like, it's going to go back to them, right? It's got to come from us and go to them. That's the point of taxation.
Okay.
It was a one-sentence, unsigned order from the Supreme Court rejecting this, and it had no dissent. So if Donald Trump was counting on the 3 justices that he nominated for the court to bail him out of this, he was sorely disappointed. Trump responded with a lengthy written statement, George.
Oh, yeah. So this is the way he tweets now.
The investigation is a continuation of the greatest political witch hunt in the history of our country. The Supreme Court never should have let this fishing expedition happen. But they did.
It said in part that the investigation in New York is, quote, a continuation of the greatest witch hunt in the history of our country. And he said the Supreme Court should never have let this fishing expedition continue, but they did.
Meantime, John, what do we know about what prosecutors are going to do next and the possible exposure for President Trump?
Well, look, they're investigating potential financial fraud here. Prosecutors will get access, we believe, to those returns within days. But, George, one important point here is grand jury proceedings are secret, so the public won't see these until or if charges are actually filed.
John, meantime, President Biden's nominee.
So I have a feeling that there are so many people out to get Trump that they're going to nail him with at least one of these things. He may not get criminal charges. That's what people really want, but I think he might lose a few lawsuits because there's all kinds of lawsuits and stuff against him. So I think at least one of these things will stick. There's so many people out to get him, and he has been doing so many shady dealings for most of his life that I think it's going to catch up to him eventually. I think
I agree with you, Ben. I think all this stuff's going to catch up, and he's going to get slaps on the wrists. He's going to run again in 2024, and we need to not be so comfortable and think that he's not. He is going to.
I think he wants to, but I don't know how many people in the Republican Party want him, and I think there's enough. He could run independent, or we could see another conservative. Like if he gets the Republican nomination, we could see another conservative candidate that would have run as a Republican running as a third candidate.
If Biden does a good job, we don't have to worry about it anyways. So Biden's just got to do a good job.
Yeah, I mean, it's subjective how good of a job he'll do, though, right? I mean, there are some people that'll think he did a bad job no matter what. There are some people that'll praise him even if he didn't really do that much. So
if 4 years from now it's not noticeably better than it was this last year,
but I mean, there's
Trump
so many
deserves
things
to waddle back in.
There's so many, but the president doesn't control that by themselves. There's so many other factors that come into play.
Then what's the big deal for having Trump in for another 4 years if the president doesn't control everything?
I didn't say. You're twisting the words around.
see, look, Billy's coming in with that stuff.
Yeah.
You can say shit.
Oh, I can say shit. All right.
Attorney General Merrick Garland had his first confirmation hearing yesterday, and he made it very clear that his top priority is investigating that siege of the Capitol.
Yeah, remember, Oklahoma City was what Garland investigated in 1995. It was really a defining investigation of his career as a prosecutor. He made it clear he will pursue the Capitol siege, anybody involved. And he added, George, we will pursue these leads wherever they take us. He didn't specifically talk about investigating Donald Trump, but he certainly didn't rule it out.
John Carl, thanks very much.
It's going to be a long 4 years.
I mean, it's not even 4 years at this point. We've got 2 years. We've got 2 years before the next election that could totally change who's in control of the government. So it's not even 4 years.
I expect everything to change in 2 years. I think.
It could very well shift to the Republicans. Both the House and the Senate could shift to the Republicans in 2 years.
It could. But the thing is, if we all of us, anybody on the side of what we all want, right? I know what the four of us want on this panel. I'm not talking to the audience right now. Anybody on the side of what we want, we can control that.
Well,
we just need to
here's
be
the issue. Here's the issue, and it could actually help the Democrats. Yeah. Trump has already basically said anyone who didn't agree with him on the election outcome that happened to be Republicans, he wanted other Republicans to run against them.
Yes.
So we could end up seeing 3 people running in all of these elections, these senatorial and congressional elections.
Trumplicans can go and run against your favorite Republicans too. Do we want America or do we want Retrumplica?
Good question.
What are the benefits of Retrumplica? I'm
none for you. None for us.
I'm just curious.
None for us.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, well then, pass.
Yeah, we want America. Like
pass on Republic Trump and hunting Bigfoot.
Look, I'll say it flat out. I don't hate America. I love America. I do. And they like to say, "Oh, these liberals don't love America. They talk against America."
What they mean is their idea of America. To them, that is just America, full stop. Like their vision for America. So if you don't agree with that, you don't like it. In their vision, in their mind, their vision of America is the only America. So if you don't like that, you're not patriotic. Yeah, it's mental gymnastics.
For all y'all in the audience that think that, because I know there's going to be some trolls in the comments after, I'm going to quote one of your favorite songs, and I mean every fucking word of it. I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free.
Oh, man.
And I won't forget the men who died who gave that right to me.
What men?
Shit,
I just forgot about them.
So there you go. There you go. I believe all that shit, and I'm with you on all that. Like, I will thank veterans for their service.
I'm free.
I'm all about it.
I'm free in America to think and live and pay taxes and appreciate people who work hard for minimal pay while the people who maximize the profit off of that hard work get to sit back and play kingmaker, get to play chess with humanity. I'm fine with that. We're free. We're free to be pawns. I love America.
Yes. And say the rest, Billy. Say the rest. You're going to say the rest of what I was thinking. Keep going, Billy. Keep going. You got this.
I think we got to stop fighting with all the MAGA heads and the Antifa heads and put them together and make them
Montifa?
Butt heads. Let the aliens probe us.
I saw
Montifa.
I agree. I think we need to. Billy was going there. We need to get past all this and stop fighting each other.
We can't stop fighting each other because everybody likes the fight right now. And that's the thing, nobody wants to fight.
And because of that, when your side or the side that's closest to you is in power, they might as well just do everything they can and not try to reach across the aisle or be bipartisan. I think bipartisan is a waste of time. Bipartisan is when you have half the control and they have half the control and you have to work together to do anything. I say when your side has it all, go for it. Just do whatever you want to do. Get as much done as you want.
I'll say this. I'll say this real quick. Anybody that hears me saying this now, if you challenge me in these comments, go back and look at my previous appearances on DP. I have said the same shit, even when Trump was in power.
Well, except the times when you were on DP and you fell asleep.
Fuck you, Hannibal.
I saw a local news story the other night about a possible third party forming out of this. I'll just play a little bit of it. Like, this is on our local Fox station here. It's really interesting because this guy's a Republican.
Either a new party or a distinct competing faction within the Republican Party. But Brandy, either way, the key thing is this. We're not talking about forming a pathetic little third party. We're talking about prominent Republicans, maybe even currently elected Republicans, splitting off from the party, breaking up the party, and creating something new. That's what could happen.
You know what? And I thought it was like a possibility, but like very unlikely, but it seems like it might actually happen. I don't know, which I think is good, and I think it should happen on the left too. We should split. We should split the Democrats into two new parties.
The left is the right, and they always have been. They just use mascots of socialism and liberty or whatever it is. Like Bernie was a mascot. He was out there at the marches when he was a little young kid. He was young, a Jewish boy, AOC incarnate. They're passing off to AOC now, but Biden, he was out there trying to segregate in the Democratic Party, trying to keep kids out of the kids out of each other's schools. Like, no, this is a white school. You stay off my bus. Stuff like that. It's always been this way. We have our mascots like Bernie and AOC who we look for hope and like, oh, this is how it should be, but they don't care. They don't want that. They get what they want. And it's more conservative now than ever, but it's always been that way. It's always been the illusion of these crumbs are cakes. These little crumbs are actually full wedding cakes, and we're going to give you these full wedding cakes. Haha, joke's on you. It was cracker crumbs. Enjoy your cracker crumbs, Papa.
Well, give me some names. You've been part of these internal conversations. Who's involved?
Well, I'm not going to out anybody whose name hasn't been mentioned in the media, but you've seen Evan McMullen, Miles Taylor, Charlie Dent, former member of Congress. There's a number of other former Republican members of Congress, Republican ambassadors like Jim Glassman, Bush officials like John Mitnick, a number of former state legislators.
So yeah, I think the Trumpers and the neocons are probably going to split, at least in this next election. I think a lot of Trump has called for a lot of Republicans, governors and senators and congressmen that didn't agree with his narrative on the election to be basically primaried by people he approves of. I think, you know what? So there might even be...
Yeah, bypass an election. Just let this guy choose.
It might even get
look at his glasses and his shirt. I can tell that he knows he's got good taste. So
it might even be... It might even end up that if this does happen, the Democrats may end up walking away from midterms with more control. They probably could have, they probably could have had the 2/3 majority if something like this happens right away.
This guy's got picnic table fashion.
Yeah, it looks like a table.
Shiny glasses are like big old glasses of lemonade. The T-shirt's definitely the tablecloth. He's got a big old bread basket under those buttons, ready to be
when he talks about buying starting a new party. Do you think he's talking about the Patriot Party, or do you think he's talking about something separate from that?
He's talking about like the neocon wing, the Bush, like the people who used to control the Republican Party, separating from the Trump wing of the Republican Party, because Trump's already drawn a line in the sand and been like, hey, you didn't agree with that I won the election. You don't agree that it was stolen from me. I want someone to run against you, like a different Republican. So they'll either compete in the primaries against each other, or there will just be a new party that'll run separately outside of the established Republican Party.
I think the party this guy's talking for is that party that was at the end of Eyes Wide Shut. He wants one of those parties.
Maybe he does.
Wait, is that how that movie ended?
I don't know, man. Take off your mask.
Here's Mitch McConnell dodges question about spat with Trump over Capitol riot.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
Look at his complexion. He's like gray with like red blotches.
There's something going on with the coloration of this video. Like, he's not full on zombie jaundice right now, but yeah.
Attack leveled against you by the former president. Do you regret your comments at all?
Well, one time I forgot my lunch, so I had to eat a fart, and I found I enjoyed eating farts.
I really don't have anything to add on that subject. Yeah.
Well, that was good. Thank you, Mitch McConnell.
See how fast he just like ran from that? He's trying to stay in the middle here. Like, he's really afraid of making the Trump people mad at him, but he also wants to be able to deny being one of the Trump people at the same time.
Mm-hmm. That's got to be a tough position to be in when, like, you disagree so inherently with the person that has so much power, and yet you also realize that you have to kiss the ring.
It's hard. It's like
it's got to be a weird juxtaposition for him. And I gotta imagine there's a lot of people. Like, I gotta imagine, like, on some level, like Lindsey Graham, and I know he's kind of accepted it. You know, Ted Cruz is accepted, but on some level, they still kind of hate Trump. Like, they're doing what they got to do for their careers, but it's got to be a tough position where you despise the person and what the person stands for, and the things that the actions the person has done, and the things that the person has said, but also that person is in a position of wild and just unadulterated power, and you have to kiss the ring. If you're a Republican, you have to. Do you have to kiss the ring of Trump to be successful in America?
It's hard to say at this point. That's why there's a bunch of people who don't want to do it, and if there's enough of them, there will be like a schism in the Republican Party. Did you guys know Mitch McConnell's wife is Chinese? Well, she's Taiwanese. She's Taiwanese. She worked for Trump.
She was the head of the Department of Transportation or something.
Yeah.
This is Mitch McConnell's wife?
Yes.
Good going, McConnell.
Yeah, and she's like an older lady too. She's like in her 60s.
Well, he's in what, his thousands?
He's probably like 70 something.
Elaine Lan Chao is an American businesswoman and politician, a member of the Republican Party. Chao served as Secretary of Transportation in the Trump administration from 2017 to 2021. Wow, she went the long haul.
Yeah. She's been around for a while. All the way back to like Reagan, the Reagan administration. She was the Deputy Secretary of Transportation. So she's been paying her dues for a long time.
Look at her yearbook photo. Okay,
1971.
She's hot in 71.
I mean, like
nobody. Just
no.
me?
Well,
Okay.
I mean, definitely an upgrade for Mitch McConnell. Like,
I think she looks better now. I think she looks better now.
I guess here she is. Well, during the first Bush administration.
Yeah, I think she aged well. Like she aged into her looks well. I mean, she looks fine there, but I don't know.
Yeah. It's like if Mitch McConnell wasn't a powerful ranking member of the Senate and he was like the manager at Walmart or something, what do you think? You think she would have still married him?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, come on.
His neck game is highly effective.
Oh yeah.
There's a reason.
She just like saggy necks.
Neck game being the thing. Like,
oh yeah, dude.
How am I doing? Do I got good neck game? Am I working there?
What if Mitch McConnell really likes to get hinky?
See, this is the problem with your neck game. This is the problem with your neck game, Monty. When you go down to do what daddies do, you got a chin getting in the way. McConnell can just do that deep dive. You know?
Oh, he doesn't have a chin.
Nah,
so
he goes
can just go in.
Yeah, he can do the double town. He can do the double town where he stimulates with both his tongue and his Adam's apple.
See, Mitch McConnell.
See, I can't do that.
Exactly.
Mitch McConnell.
Fair enough, Billy.
Mitch McConnell is a senator from Kentucky too, so he feels kind of safe. But if he makes too many Trumpers mad, he won't get reelected there.
Yeah.
So I believe that there's a good pocket of Trumpers that are more loyal to Trump than the rest of the party.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Also, real quick.
Yeah,
Pimp Monk! I see you, homie. I just
Pimp
want to make
Monk's
sure
out there. What's up, brother Pimp? Love you, man.
Yes.
Love
He's
that
the
dude.
funniest. I always tell people he's the funniest guy from Alabama, even though he's from Mississippi.
Yeah, but why didn't he win the funniest white on the Golden Turds?
Why didn't you let him win the
Wow.
funniest white? Let's talk about that, Monty. Why did you do that?
Wow.
Ben, what's the next
that
segment?
wasn't my fault. That wasn't my fault.
We're gonna one last thing before we move on to something else. Here's Fauci, Dr. Fauci, on an adjustment to the U.S. rules for people who have the vaccine.
Dr. Anthony Fauci suggested on Tuesday that the federal government may soon issue guidance that eases public health protocols for fully vaccinated individuals. Quote, when you say, wait a minute, if I'm fully vaccinated and my daughter comes in the house and she's fully vaccinated, do we really need the same strict rules? Fauci said in an interview with CNN. Quote, common sense tells you that, in fact, you don't have to be as stringent in your public health measures. Fauci cautioned that he didn't want to get ahead of guidance from the CDC, which he said could be forthcoming. Health officials also say that people who previously had
the
COVID
drum track.
may be asked to wait a little bit longer before getting vaccinated.
Come a little bit closer, you're my kind of man.
I saw hashtag fire Fauci was trending on Twitter today. It's like, who would want him to be fired?
No, they don't want him to be fired.
The biggest story is the moment.
That's the name of his mixtape that he dropped.
I don't. Yeah, that's. I don't like
fire Fauci.
I don't like the world that we live in, where somebody that knows what they're talking about can tell us something we don't want to hear, and we all just respond with all of us.
Shoot
all
the
of
messenger.
Us, whether you said it or not, whether you said it or not, all of us. We all just respond with fire that SOB.
Well,
because he said what I don't like.
It's terribly unfair because people get to
just the world though.
People get to pick and choose what they hear, right? They can go back to Fauci. They can go back to Fauci and say how Fauci said not to wear masks at the beginning of this, and now they won't listen to anything he says afterwards. Fauci said not to wear masks. He said.
You know why? You know why? Because science continues to evolve.
Yeah. So there's people that understand that, and there's people that don't. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Evolution is a four-letter word in a lot of schoolrooms.
Then it shouldn't be, Billy. It shouldn't be. Why are we so flippin' dumb? I'm trying to be good.
I even went to a religious school and we learned evolution. Like
really?
Yeah. I went to Catholic schools and Catholicism accepts evolution and most prominent scientific theories about the universe and everything. The Catholic Church accepts most of that.
I got kicked out of Sunday school for asking my Sunday school teacher about evolution, and she
That's
said
pretty cool.
Evolution isn't real. I was like, what about dinosaur bones? What about fossils? What about this? What about
Pope John
that?
Paul
So
II
kicked me out of class.
Pope John Paul II normalized the theory of evolution in the Catholic Church.
Yes.
And there's even like scientists that are also priests. So
Did you hear the big news out of Japan?
I don't want my scientist to be a priest. I'm just going to say that right now.
Also,
I might be racist against priest scientists, but that's
What,
how I was raised.
what's out of Japan?
Did you hear the big news out of Japan this week?
What's that?
Yesterday, they appointed a minister of loneliness to the cabinet, the staff, to a minister of loneliness in Japan to help counteract all the increasing rates of suicide in Japan. And it's just they're gonna start working towards a national cure for loneliness.
I think a lot of that is cultural, where it's like back in ancient Japan, it was more culturally acceptable to kill yourself for different reasons.
Or with this pandemic, we're all sitting at home, so that might be a good department. Like, hey, here's somebody that's gonna come and play Overwatch with you and sit next to you while they play.
We're going to move on to the next segment, but before we do that, we'll read the Streamlabs and Super Chats that came in. By the way, guys, just in case you don't know, we do a goal every week. This is the first show of the week, so our goals, it's 800 every week. We're $75 in. If you want to help us reach our goal and you want us to read your Streamlabs, feel free to do that. Just use the link below.
Scientist Mel just gave us some love. Said giving love to Hannibal and Monty. Evolution is real.
Yes.
I can't trust
Thanks,
Scientist Mel.
No, call me.
I can't trust Scientist Mel on that. What are her credentials?
She's an accomplished scientician.
Yes.
We'll see.
I know science is real. I believe it with all of Jesus's blood.
But is she a priest?
You believe it with all of Jesus's blood? Okay.
Yeah, his blood was like 80 proof, right?
It
Go
gotta
ahead.
be.
Go ahead.
Revik Kalinsky said, F the United States, and in parentheses, and Billy. Or love from Europe. Revik, you're a garbage human being. Pay more than $2 to say that, you puss. You trash man. It's $20 to talk bad on me. I would say more, but it's not worth $2. Thank you for the donation. Dragon of the West said, I don't want to be a statue. Zephram Cochran. Also, if the Federation had a Marine Corps, less red shirts would have died.
Yes. Facts. All right. I see you.
Mythic Templar said, check out Hannibal and Monty's shit show featuring Monty's hitty pleather jacket.
Yes,
Fuck
it's a
y'all
terrible
about the jacket. Y'all want me to put the jacket on right now?
No, it's a terrible jacket, and Drunken Peasants doesn't need that because they're reading Streamlabs. Now, shut up. Stop interrupting Billy the Fridge while he's doing his job. He's doing his job, Monty.
Carp Cozian again gave us some big love.
Real quick, before you finish. Ben, have you seen me in my jacket?
No.
Why don't you go get the jacket while we finish Streamlabs?
Coming back in my jacket.
Yeah, I'm going to finish Streamlabs while Monty's gone.
finish.
Thank you.
I'll be
Thank
back.
Bay
you.
Area of Gaming said, when you guys reach episode 1000, y'all should celebrate by playing classic, funny, deepy moments from the past and deep past the present to present. That would be so amazing. We'll be at episode 1000 probably by like next week, so it's a good idea.
It won't be next week, but it might be this year.
47D said, I mean, Mina has been cast as Ezra for live action in the same way Ahsoka was animated character from Clone Wars and came to Mando in live action. So is Ezra from Rebel is coming to live action. A lot of the Mando lore is based on Clone Wars and Rebels. I don't
Mommy
know.
really looks like Hannibal's
What is this in
father
reference
that
to?
jacket.
Oh, God.
I don't know when we were talking about
We
Star
were
Wars.
never talking about Star Wars in this episode. Are they watching a different episode and commenting
I hope
in this
they were.
chat? I don't know.
470 also said there are rumors that Mina Masad has been cast as Ezra. If you don't remember, Ezra is the main character in Star Wars Rebels and went missing along with Thrawn at the end of the show. You're not a true Star Wars fan if you haven't watched Clone Wars and Rebel. Well, the cool thing about gatekeeping in Star Wars is that you can keep all the gates you want. It's Star Wars. But I think I'll be interested in watching that. Like, here's the cool thing about Star Wars is that it was designed to sell toys to little kids. Ha ha ha. You're a grown-up that likes toy commercials. No, I'm kidding. I love Star Wars. Bay Area of Gaming. Now that I'll be 21 next week, let's get together after the pandemic ends and Ben can wear that wrestling mask every time he takes a shot. Cheers. Doll Smick said Egghead might be half Bigfoot. Just hunt him instead. Flame Lies gave us that big love, and I think that gets us all caught up. I'm gonna go hang wang and drip.
He's gonna
tip.
punish the toilet.
Yeah.
He's gonna punish the hell out of that toilet. He rarely is on the other side of it too, because he's always taking massive poops. He like just massively like it's. He must have extra intestine or something.
Yeah. I used to have a rapper that lived with me for a while, and every time he would use the bathroom, we would just have to clear out that section of the house. Like I was like, bro, you need to go to the doctor. Like something to do. But
might
he
have
was
like
also, a big
IBS
guy.
or
He was, like,
something.
he was in that like 300-400 pound range. So
Yeah.
I felt like that was probably stuff that had built up over time.
Yeah. He might just eat a lot too. I wanted to promo our shirts. I don't know if you've seen these yet, Hannibal. We have a new shirt design. It's the Cardi B WAP design, but it's me and Billy's faces in it on a shirt. And it's available to all of our patrons that are $25 level or above. With 3 months of pledging, you get all the perks and everything, and then without having to pay extra shipping or anything like that, as long as you have your address on the account and you're at the $25 level for 3 months, we will send you this shirt, and you will basically be immortal after that happens. Little known secret.
Did you design them yourself? Or
I did not design it. No. This was designed by our buddy Todd, who designed the actual Maniac figures, and he kind of put this together for us. He asked us to send pictures of us with our tongues out like this, and he put this beautiful hair on us.
I got you.
Yeah, so if you want a
that's
shirt, I don't think we're going to ever sell this shirt necessarily on its own. If you want to get the perks on Patreon that you already pay for, which is like a movie review once a month and 2 private shows and the post shows, if you want that, sign up for the $25 level. It helps out the show a lot too. So we can get as many people in that $25 level as possible. And going forward, we're probably going to offer other merch with different designs. I got a guy who's actually... our classic DP shirt, the one that's like the best-selling DP shirt ever, the Smoke Pan Everyday shirt, we're actually going to rework the design of that to kind of modernize it, to make like a new school version of that old shirt, and that's going to come out eventually too. That's another thing that we're working on. So it's probably going to be like a quarterly shirt or quarterly piece of merch that we're going to start offering.
Do you think that You think that Monty decided to go into dreamland to
Yeah,
get
he
that
probably
jacket?
went to sleep. He was like, "Oh man, I can pretend like I'm going to get the jacket when actually I'm just laying down."
Hope he's okay.
He's either getting the jacket, taking a nap, or having sex, and then gonna take a nap after. So he had just a little bit of a full bottle of liquor before coming on the show. So I feel like sun's getting real low.
Yeah,
the sun's getting real low. All right, we're gonna get into antagonism now because there's some interesting stuff that's happened lately. Let's watch that.
Oh, don't touch me. Don't touch me. TPO, they're gonna touch me.
All right, I'm asking that all of you please like the stream. There's a lot of you watching. I'm guessing most of you are enjoying it. Liking the stream helps the stream a lot. I think we could easily get to 200 likes. I don't like to keep asking, but it doesn't happen unless I continuously ask for it, so that's what I'm doing right now. So please, please hit the like button. We're going to watch something interesting. Trumpster Bob. So, one night, I had a few beverages, and I was in the DP Discord, link in the description. Please join the DP Discord. I was in a voice chat with 10 to 15 people, and I randomly called Trumpster Bob and got him on there. And I think a lot of the people, including myself, pissed him off incredibly. So now he makes all these videos talking about how boring we are and everything, and how big of losers we are. And he was in the chat earlier, but I wasn't going to give him the satisfaction.
I was gonna say something. I didn't say anything when I saw him earlier, and I was like, "Oh, it's Trumpster Bob." It's like, "Oh, he's
it's like
feels.
It's always the people who get 10 views per video that are talking smack about how many views we get. It's never someone more successful than us, because they don't need to do that. They're not insecure about that. It's always the people that get 15 views on a video that feel the need.
I just want Bob to know I wasn't a part of that drunken mess when they.
He's pandering right now. He's literally
when they
pandering.
pigeonholed you, Bob. I wasn't a part of that. You're a good man, Bob.
Sure he is.
You're not going to learn anything over there. All you hear is a bunch of fucking mouth bashing, right? That's all they're about over there on the Drunken Peasant show, right? And it's run by the stupid fuck. His name is Ben, right? So I read the history on them, how they had their little thing. They started up, then they had their little falling out and separated and all this shit. Nobody gives a fuck.
Then why have people continuously talked about it for years and years and years, constantly asking about it, constantly trolling over it? You know what? I wish you were right, because there's a bunch of people that can't move on from that.
Man, that's a sharp looking jacket, Monty. Why
right, pandering?
That's a sharp looking jacket.
Because
I have a motorcycle jacket that's kind of like that.
Yeah. I bet you look good in your jacket too, Ben.
Thank you.
In their last life, and this one clip happened 2 or 3 years ago. It's old fucking news. Who gives a fuck, right? And they would play what's going on in there and sit back and make fun of whoever was in the video kind of shit. Right? You're right when you think it's not fucking happening or it's not possible for somebody to show a fucking live stream of the most boring fucking shit you've ever seen in your life, right?
Yeah, like Trumpster Bob videos.
And then on top of that, Ben is surrounded by nothing but gay guys, but he claims to be straight, right?
Kind of like Jesus. I'm kind of like Jesus.
Wait,
is he actually talking about you, Ben?
Yeah, he's talking about me.
No, so you missed all of it because you was trying to so people don't know it. The jacket Monty's wearing is very medium, so he has to slather himself in coconut oil so he can get in and out the jacket. You know what I'm saying? If it gets too cold, then he can't get out the jacket again, and then he's got to just sleep in it. So it starts cutting off his. But if you'd been here, Monty, then you would have known that we were talking about Trumpster Bob, who apparently who is shitting on drunken peasants right
I surround myself with gay guys, and it's evident by how tight their jackets are.
Yeah. Look, Trumpster Bob. How gay do I look?
He's
at
right.
The
this?
jacket
I
is
look- look at
amazing.
this shit.
Ben and the Lollipop Gang.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Is anybody buying that one for $1? I don't think so, right? And all the men know this, right? You can tell by looking at a son of a bitch if he bends over or not, spreads his butt cheeks or whatever. But okay, we'll go along with that. We'll say, okay, Ben, you say you're straight, dude.
No, you can tell there's a way you can tell if somebody's gay by a guy bending over and spreading their butt cheeks. The person who chooses to look into those butt cheeks is the gay one.
Yeah.
Like
a butthole challenge
yes,
of sorts.
Yes. If a guy bends over and spreads his butt cheeks and you inspect his butthole, you're the gay one. If a guy bends over and spreads his butt cheeks, I'm gonna be like, oh no, why? I don't want to see that.
You know what? He found me out. I'm the big gay. I'm the big time gay.
Oh,
I'm the gay.
Are you that big? Are you big?
I'm
gay?
the big gay. You know what? I thought I could hide, but Trumpster Bob, his gaydar is just so good.
Yeah.
Like,
well, Ben, whenever you're ready, hit me up. Let's get it on.
All right. Okay.
That's
All
what
right.
I expect
That's
from a
why
guy in a leather like that.
Yeah, Monty he's wearing his gay leather jacket, so that's why he's
I'll go put my leather. We can be leathermen together.
Why don't you, Ben?
Yes.
All right, I'll go get my
your jacket, Ben.
I'll go get my leather jacket.
Get your
Keep
motor
the video
running.
playing. Keep the video
Head out
playing.
on the highway.
If you could
Looking for adventure.
continue with the video, and I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So you'll be
Continue.
talking about the
We'll
video.
watch this video.
Okay.
Most
In my
likely,
crippling
yeah.
mental health, I need Monty to hear my last Streamlabs.
Okay, what was your last Streamlabs, Flamelies?
Who is that? Who needs me to hear their last Streamlabs?
Flamelies does. Flamelies'
Okay,
last
what-
Streamlabs was Monty really looks like Hannibal's father in that jacket.
Yes, he does. He looks very. He definitely looks like somebody's dad in that jacket.
Yeah,
for sure.
leather daddy, pleasure baddie. We like it.
Yes.
Looking like a real Kang. So per
He's gonna
Ben's
go outside
request,
and get in his. He's gonna get in his vet and go ride around town real fast.
per Ben's request, while he goes to get his leather jacket, we'll stop talking about Monty's leather jacket to continue watching this video.
Yeah, me and Ben are about to look good in that jacket.
I believe you. And behind your back, you got your fingers crossed, right?
What did I knock down?
A natty ice and an XFL hat. Just God bless you, Trumpster Bob. He's just clicking all the boxes right now. He's like,
living.
"Are you wearing army fatigue pants underneath? Is that what's below?"
Whatever he is sitting on an American flag chair. Like, that's pretty close.
Yeah.
But hey, that's his business, right? Normally, nobody gives a damn unless he's the one that always brings it up. You know, find a way to bring the subject up so he can claim he's not gay. I hear you, Tall Dark. Yeah, that little fucking nerdy Billy the Fridge.
What?
How in the fuck does he coin the alias nickname the Fridge?
Look. Oh, shit, Ben, you look good in that jacket, man.
Yeah.
Ben, you look good in that jacket.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck this. I'm going to get my leather jacket now.
All right.
Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it now. Fuck it.
If you go get your leather jacket.
To be defeated. Jackets.
The motherfucker ain't even got a fucking muscle in his body.
He's talking about you now.
Yeah, so?
Yeah, he's talking about Billy.
Yeah, except for the muscle that caused his brain to be so fucking tiny, like a little.
How does a muscle cause your brain to be tiny? This doesn't even make sense.
It's pretty obvious that Trumpster Bob is always right about things, so I'm going to listen.
Okay.
Fucking bird brain, size of a fucking little seed, right?
Bird brain.
A dumb motherfucker. He's actually a fairly cool guy, but yeah, he's got some fucking problems upstairs.
Let me know.
Motherfucker's stupid.
I'm cool, but stupid.
Yeah.
See, even in Trumpster Bob's most scathing reviews of me, he's got to throw a compliment. That's how I know that I'm as good as I think I am.
This is the problem with a lack of education.
You know what? Trumpster Bob hasn't said a bad thing about Hannibal and Monty. We talked to Trumpster Bob. We like you, Trumpster Bob.
He probably was
Come
so
hang out with
drunk
us.
that he doesn't even remember that conversation.
Oh, he does. I'm
Motherfuckers
sure he does.
never actually studied the fucking Bible, so they don't got a fucking clue.
I went to Catholic school for 12 years, and I was forced to study the Bible, writing reports on it. So no, he just assumes all of these things. He also said he put in the Discord, because by the way, another reason to join DP Discord is Trumpster Bob's in there, so you can talk smack to him in there if you want. He's in there under T Bob. He said I live off my dad's money. I haven't I literally haven't lived off my dad's money since I was a kid, like when I was living with my parents.
Wait, Ben,
which was 20 years ago.
Hey, Dad, where's my leather jacket at? I can't find it. I'll check the closet and I can't find it. Where'd you put it?
You almost made me say some stuff that I wouldn't normally say.
No, I just need to find my leather jacket. What'd you do?
I was about to say, like, the jacket you're wearing now is lame as fudge.
Not wearing the jacket. I'm wearing a Wu-Tang Clan shirt. You trying to say the Wu-Tang Clan is trash?
Hannibal.
You trying to say Wu-Tang is lame?
No,
Hannibal,
why are you living off of your dad's money? Why are you living off your dad's money, Hannibal?
I'm not his dad. I'm not his dad.
I'm living off. First off, I'm living off my dad's fame. He doesn't really have money, but he definitely has. Like, he's got fame, and like white women everywhere just smitten with him. So
damn.
You know, I heard there was a blizzard. I heard there was a blizzard in New Orleans, and it was the blizzard of white women flocking around Monty's delicious leather jacket.
This is true.
Accurate. And they go through their whole lives hearing their gay friends bash it who are atheists because they never had any gay friends that were Christian.
No, well, I mean, like a lot of people are born into Christianity and they learn about it when they're younger. Most people are not born into atheism, so most atheists are ex-Christians. Most atheists in America are ex-Christians that left Christianity, that learned about it, and that's more than likely the reason why they left.
And they've never had any interest in learning about God's word because they hate everything that is freaking good in life.
That's true. I hate everything that's good.
All of these motherfuckers. Ben's a piece of shit, motherfucker.
Ben is
He's
not
like
a
that.
hang on, Trumpster Bob. Hang on, Trumpster Bob. Ben is not a piece of shit.
Quit pandering, Monty.
I'm not pandering. Look,
You're
I would
pandering.
do the same for you. I would do the same for you or Hannibal. Ben is not a piece of shit. Trumpster Bob. Okay, continue.
They say men in leathers stick together.
Yeah, we're both gonna wear assless chaps.
The Billy character and some of the guys they've had on prior to that, most of these guys are just piles of fucking shit. Like if somebody did a drive-by on us, right, and they fucking stopped the car and fucking lit them up with 10,000 bullets.
Yeah.
And you're standing like, 10 feet away, and you think you're going to get it too. It's a drive-by. They're going to shoot everybody.
I don't fully understand what he's talking about here. Like, this is the second time I've listened to this. So he thinks he was nearly the victim of a drive-by that we caught, but he was. I don't understand.
He's saying
I'm not laughing at people attempting to drive by on Trumpster Bob. That is not funny.
He's saying he puts himself in danger.
The idea that he thinks that somebody or that you guys organized a drive-by shooting on him. That is hilarious. That is objectively funny.
It's either that or he thinks people are doing drive-bys on us and he's getting hit. I don't get it. I don't know. He's insane.
And they just look at you and say, right on, man. And then they drive off, and you're like, right on, man. Well, that's when you know them motherfuckers were the fucking target, right? And then you smile ear to ear. I'm glad that motherfucker was the target, not me. So right after he died, the first motherfucker, the guy that saw his motherfucking ass being slaughtered, is happy that the motherfucker died because that means he was the fucking target and not his motherfucking ass, right?
Okay, so I haven't read the Bible. Is this how Jesus died?
Yeah, he was a victim of a drive-by.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's already made one motherfucker happy at the instant he fucking died. Because the guy that was standing next to him and his fucking crowd and his fucking people and him are dead. Well, He's the first happy motherfucker. The motherfucker's dead.
By the way, this is the last video on his channel. If you guys want to check it out,
I hope he's okay.
And maybe throw a like or maybe even a dislike, like I did.
Just wait till
See, all the people that shit on Hannibal and Monty, I make it a point to go like their videos.
Yeah.
Okay? Like I think like somebody took the time to make content about.
That's why I
little
said.
lust.
That's why I said first. If you want to give it a like, feel free.
If you were a sweet boy or a sweet girl, you'd go over there and you would give it a like, just because throughout all the hatred, Trumpster Bob had to admit that I'm a pretty cool dude.
He also said you're a giant pile of shit.
Yeah, but
Start hearing the
he had
motherfuckers.
to tell a little truth in that.
Everybody starts hearing the motherfuckers that he's dead. All these wannabe left-wing podcasters, right? Yeah. Oh, they're going to be smiling ear to motherfucking ear. Oh, he died? Oh, good. I can just slide in. Maybe I'll get his fucking sponsor.
What is he talking
out with
about?
a dead fucking slob.
Who's dying? I don't
Big
understand.
fat slob motherfucker and in with a new, right? That's what they're thinking. And they're fucking just as dumb. They're not going to be a success. Just like this fucking drunken peasants will never be a fucking success.
Damn.
Get pause it real for a second, BENPAI. I was watching the Steven Crowder interview, Joe Rogan interview, and they mentioned you guys on that podcast.
Yeah. I heard about that.
I'm actually one of Steven Crowder's favorite talk show hosts.
Really?
No.
All right.
No.
It's too fucking boring.
I would look. Listen,
That would be hilarious.
what XFL team do you think he's a fan of? Is he a fan of the Houston Roughnecks, the Dallas Renegades, the Seattle Dragons, the New York?
Definitely not the
Guardians?
Seattle Dragons. He's told me Seattle's the fourth most communist city in the United States. So
Wait. So he knows them by order and rank?
He thinks
so.
That's pretty amazing. Who's 1 through 3?
I think L.A., San Francisco, New York, and Seattle.
Okay, all right. Look,
And the guys-
listen, Trumpster Bob, I don't know. I can't verify those numbers, but I'm going to trust. I feel like if anybody knows anything about communism in the United States, you would know. I'm going to treat you as an authority.
No, you're very wrong. You're very wrong to assume that.
He's dumb as fuck. You can't learn anything from these motherfuckers. They're so goddamn.
Yeah. No one can learn anything from us, but Trumpster Bob is just this wealth of totally correct knowledge, like the stuff about Raising Cane's. I know better than to eat at Raising Cane's. I want to support people making halal chicken. No.
Ben, if you wanted to prove Trumpster Bob wrong, you'd bring back the Learn Something segment.
Yeah, stupid.
They're stupid.
So they get mad at me. They bring me over into their fucking chat room right over there in Discord, right? And they just want to talk shit and all this fucking shit. And I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. Fucking. They're mad I did a negative review on their show. Oh, if you're going to get upset over that, and I haven't ever put your fucking name in a video, Tyler, yet, and really told people what I think about that piece of
Oh, no, don't. Please don't.
shit fucking podcast.
If you do this, Trumpster Bob, I'll just have to quit. I can't take it. I won't be able to take it anymore with such a negative review from Trumpster Bob.
Well, how about I do that? Oh, let's see how fucking excited they get about my fucking review of their bullshit channel. These motherfuckers call me hillbilly and all this other.
You are a hillbilly. You are. You're like but it's funny because if you wrap your head up, you look like you could crawl out of a cave in Afghanistan.
Well,
you're part Osama and part Duck Dynasty, like rolled up into one.
Damn.
Fucking names, right? Damn. But yet, why is it I'm like 1,000 times smarter than these dumb motherfuckers who think that smog is causing global heating?
I love how he just owned himself right there. I like how this is a video where he's owning us, but then he literally owns himself at the end.
Smog caused global heating. We all know that.
This is.
Tell me. Himself with this too.
He says something stupid and then laughs because he thinks it was really smart.
Yeah.
There's a big lack of self-awareness here.
Boy, what did you think about Einstein? Yeah, that's what I thought too.
What did we think of Einstein?
I don't know.
I mean, what the
Whatever
fuck?
it was, it clearly made you sad.
Yeah.
What is
I don't even know what he's talking about. Maybe I did cry. Maybe he was mad because I just cried the whole time he was there.
Yeah. Why is his green screen such a reflective material?
That really
doesn't
shows
work
the type of person that Trumpster Bob is. If Ben was crying while he was there, Trumpster Bob should have offered to hold him.
Yep.
And care for him.
Hey, I'm a gay guy. I need to be held.
Hold him
by
and
a
care
strong
for him.
man.
Yes. Yes. Look,
I'm a gay guy.
fucking Ben. I'm doing the dirty with Ben after this stream.
Feels good, man.
White gays like me, because I am a totally white gay, we call it making whoopee, okay?
Yeah. Me and Ben are making whoopee after the stream.
Yeah.
And cool guys like me.
We're gonna keep our jackets on the whole time.
Of course.
You guys can make whoopee. Monty and I will make Goldberg.
Hannibal's gonna film it.
No, I'm not. No, I will not.
If you film it, if you do film it,
my support goes.
I thought you were my friend, Hannibal.
I
am
demand.
your friend, and I will cheer you on. I will make some beats for you to have sex to. But what I won't do is be your key grip.
Yeah, I demand. I would like you to film it. I would like you to film it on one of those movie cameras that you have to crank the whole time.
Yes.
Yes.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be
Hannibal, do you think you can make some really good gay porn music?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't have a
Who says I
conversation
haven't
with-
already made some good gay
I
porn
didn't
music?
know. I don't
Fucking
know.
infant baby, right? But that's how I felt when I was over there. I'm sitting here thinking, I came over to their fucking Discord, and yet
It took him like forever to figure out how to come into the Discord and then how to get into the voice chat.
have I learned anything? Fuck no. Oh yeah, I did. I learned one thing. It was full of a room full of fucking idiots.
So do you learn anything when you go to the convenience store and sexually harass the girls that work there while you buy your Keystones?
Keystones. Okay, I thought he was drinking Natty Ice.
He usually drinks Keystone Light.
He loves his Keystones.
So that's the end of this video. It's interesting.
Come on, Trumpster Bob. Let's talk, man. Let's talk.
Just the next time y'all talk to Trumpster Bob, ask him who his favorite XFL team is. I
imagine it'd be the Houston Roughnecks.
I went to one game. I went to a game like a month before they started closing everything. I went and saw the Seattle Dragons play. I don't even remember who I saw them play now. But it was cool. Like, Seattle has a pretty big football stadium, and they filled the lower bowl of the stadium with XFL fans. So I was like, oh man, this is actually something. Like, if they play good and everyone gets into it, the audience will grow. It looked like it was kind of starting to grow. Like there was a local fan base. There's a bunch of people dressed like dragons at the game, and there was like. all of the food and drinks at the concession stands were like dragon themed, like lots of Fireball cocktails, like with the Fireball cinnamon whiskey. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I thought it was going to be something interesting, but it just because the rule changes that they made and everything were really good.
All right.
We were talking about this before we went live. I did want to get your reaction to the.
Oh no!
Yeah, the Rush Limbaugh song.
Here it comes. Here we go. We talked about it.
Speaking of dragons.
Yeah. Here I'll skip to the part where there's song.
Next bite. This is at the National Urban Network.
Hold on.
Since Obama stood up, folks. I guess Sharpton and Obama passed it up.
It sounds like it was filmed in like a public bathroom somewhere, or like over the phone, right?
So bad.
Like over a payphone
For a guy
from
that
prison.
works in radio, this audio should be better than this.
Since Obama showed up at Sharpton's big whoop.
I don't even need to play that much of it because
you're going to hear this, Hannibal, and you're going to be personally offended by the audio quality.
No, I want to see what this is.
Oh my God!
Let's go.
Barack, the magic Negro, lives in D.C. The LA Times, they called him that cause he's not authentic like me. Yeah, the guy from the LA paper said he make guilty whites feel good. They'll vote for him and not for me cause he's not from the hood. See
You tap it out?
Let it ride. I want to see where this goes. Let it ride. I want to see.
I just.
Okay.
I'm cringing. I'm cringing.
All right. Yeah, it is cringy. It's awful.
I want at least until this breaks down. There's a breakdown coming. I want that
real black
breakdown.
men like Snoop Dogg or me or Farrakhan have talked the talk and walked the walk, not coming late and won. Oh, Barack, the magic Negro.
See, I wouldn't have heard this part. I wouldn't have heard this part where the chorus comes in.
Yeah. That's like some 3-part harmony right there.
NBC, the LA Times, they called him that cause he's black but not authentically. Barack, the magic Negro.
This was on AM radio. That's why I mentioned it too, because you guys said you've been on AM radio before.
Yeah. We started on AM radio.
Yeah. So my exposure to AM radio was
alt-right propaganda.
Well, it wasn't alt-right. It wasn't alt-right. It was like neocon propaganda.
Yeah, my exposure to AM radio was news sports radio.
Yeah,
and I didn't like it, so I stopped listening to it.
Did like your dad listen to it or something?
Cairo 7 Sports Talk
You
Radio.
just listened to it in the background for like background
I
noise?
didn't listen to it very long. I just knew that's all I knew existed on AM. I was like, oh, it's news channels.
Yeah. There's always like at least one sports channel and one news channel that normally played Rush Limbaugh like around drive time.
People who listen to AM radio probably
song
don't
sucks.
have
Okay.
well-fitted underwear.
Okay. Have you guys heard of Justin Emo Howling Wolf? I can't remember if I.
Yes.
All right.
We know emo.
Well, I'm aware of emo. That's as much as I could say.
This is some crazy
Which
stuff.
One is emo, Monty?
Here he is. Here he is.
Hold his dick out.
Look at this.
Emo, don't.
He's.
Emo, please don't.
Kiss my fucking ass! Kiss my ass! Do you see it? Kiss my ass!
That's emo.
Okay.
Oh,
and then this is the pedophile dude, right?
Kiss my ass!
He's in the Symphony of Laws.
Okay.
Yeah, he's in the Symphony
Emo,
of
I
Laws.
love you.
All right.
I've never seen his face before. This is pretty good. Okay.
And Ben and Billy, if y'all haven't seen the Symphony of Laws, go to our channel after this show and watch the Symphony of Laws.
Yeah,
Emo
definitely
feature
don't watch it.
prominently.
Definitely don't watch it during the show. But like,
Watch it now. Watch it.
You're a fucking pussy. You're a fucking faggot and a fucking pussy. You're a fucking faggot and a fucking pussy. You're a fucking faggot and a fucking.
He's almost inaudible on this because he's on the phone, but it's he's known for having meltdowns.
Yes.
Accuse me of doing shit like that when I've never done that shit in my life. You have no fucking proof. You have no fucking evidence. You fucking mad.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what else he's known for? This is the only man on the internet I've ever seen that gets so mad he will pull his penis out and show it to you.
Yes.
Because he's that upset.
That's a regular move.
That's a weird thing to do in anger, bro.
That's a regular move for me.
Three different times. I've seen him get so angry at someone that he has dropped his pants.
We've watched a censored version of that.
I do that
before.
all the time when I'm angry. You guys don't see me angry very often.
Oh, you get that mad, Billy?
Oh yeah.
So when Bruce Banner says, "Don't make me angry," you won't like me when I'm angry.
That's what he's talking about.
I get dong dropping angry.
Yes, I have never gotten that mad.
Oh, I get that mad once or twice a year.
Oh man. All right. Yeah. All I know from him is very little about him. I know he kind of leans conservative, right?
Yes. He voted for Trump.
You should lean into a canyon.
It's like Joe Pesci. It's almost Joe Pesci.
Yes, he is bearded Joe Pesci.
Bearded gay Joe Pesci.
If Joe Pesci wore diapers.
Diapers. I wear diapers.
Diapers.
Wow. Okay.
Oh shit! All in the red just now.
I'm moving on into oddities.
Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear. Clee disappear.
All right. King Cobra has his Cobra cane. It's like one of the sources of his magical power.
His Cobra cane got smuggled in the cornflakes? Yeah.
Here's the cane I will have when I'm an old man and I need one.
You already have it.
Shit you not. Right now, there's no stopper on it.
Okay.
It's kind of faded a little bit, but hey.
Pause
It's a Cobra cane.
Pause it for 1 second. That is Jafar's cane from Aladdin.
That is.
That is Jafar's cane from Aladdin. That is not like. I mean, look. I remember seeing it at the Disney store. That's the Aladdin.
No, it was red. That's a different one, Hannibal.
Yeah, which didn't make any sense because it was a cane that could hypnotize people into doing whatever Jafar wanted, but he still wanted the genie and the wishes. I never understood that about the movie. You got the cane that can make people do whatever you wanted to do. Why do you need the genie?
Based off this screen cap, I would say King Cobra puts the pimp in Dr. Pimple Popper.
Yes. It's a pewter. It was a pewter cane, and I paid
Did he just fart?
$108 for it, mind you. And
I paid
the head would
$108 for it,
unscrew,
mind you.
so I super glued it back to the thingamabob, and spray painted the whole cane black, and then spray painted the head on the Cobra a nice.
That might be the
dark
best $108 he's ever spent.
Okay.
Yeah, because he spent it on ridiculous pizzas.
Yes.
That's 2 pizzas right there.
Yeah.
My 2 favorite colors.
Good job, Cobes. That's something. That's your retirement, Cobes. Good job.
Someone actually sent
That's
me.
why the so-called salute stew double standard exists. And it's not schmexist, it's because one requires skill and the other requires lying on your back.
Mm-hmm.
Someone sent in like an advertisement for the Cobra cane.
Yeah.
What are they denigrating there?
I don't know. I didn't get the context of that.
Fuck off!
Check this out.
Damn.
Life can be hard. There are no snipes on the sidewalks. Your wand materials haven't grown back.
Your wand
favorite
materials
hat starts shriveling up.
See the hat?
I wasn't ready.
That hat starts shriveling up. And there is no end to your dry spell in sight. When Sky God doesn't like you, and Lucifer is embarrassed of you, what's a sexy gothic bad boy to do? Why not try Cobra Cane? Yes, Cobra Cane.
Wow.
The all-in-one essential tool for dark wizards of all ages. Got a hard to reach itch? Let Cobra Cane handle it. Need to pee in the middle of a gender relations rant? Let Cobra Cane
A
guard your
gender
throne.
relations rant. Ooh, it creates a Cobra shield around his couch.
Made from the finest pewter and walnut wood, then covered with a protective coating of black and emerald-colored spray paint, the Cobra Cane is made to withstand the most autistic of tantrums.
Wow.
With Cobra Cane by your side,
most
you can
autistic of tantrums.
do your best every day.
Really? I just spilled the entire fucking drink combination I had.
Oh!
The entire drink combination
I had. No, because look, listen, making, like, to Billy's point earlier, making the perfect Arnold Palmer, it takes a tremendous amount of skill and talent to get the right blend of lemonade and tea.
Yeah. And once you get that good sip, you're like, this is the drink.
Have you ever had a Hey Arnold?
Could you imagine, like, conjuring the perfect Arnold Palmer, and it requires, like, the blood of many innocents and all of this shit, and then you make it, and it's perfect, and then you spill it.
Stirred with a snake wand?
It's most definitely what's up.
It's most definitely what's up. If you guys want to make a Hey Arnold, it's an Arnold Palmer with pink lemonade.
Can you send me that, BENPAI? I need to watch that again. That is amazing. Send me that in the Skype chat.
I need this to come up as my alarm clock every morning and blare across my television.
Yes. We might need to do a King Cobra torture episode, Hannibal.
Would it be torture though?
Exactly.
You know
it probably wouldn't be.
It would be pleasure episode.
Yeah.
I'm Team Cobes, dude.
Oh, I want that BENPAI, Billy. What was the movie y'all watched for y'all movie review? Your last movie?
Off! The fan edit of RoboCop.
Oh, that's what you watched? All right.
Yeah, and what was the movie you recommended to us? Because we have to do it pretty soon here. We're almost at the end of the month.
What's that? Adam.
What was it?
3 Dev Adam.
3 Dev Adam.
I'll send you a link. It's on YouTube, and you can watch it.
Okay.
It's the Turkish Spider-Man.
Yes, I want to watch that. That's going to be our movie review.
God damn it! The whole fucking alcohol that I had for this drink combination is wasted because I had to move my cane, and my fucking Cobra cane had to smack the drink off my desk.
He's wasted, man.
Fuck off!
God damn, Cobes. Come on.
Monty, that's what you look like when you don't get enough sleep and you drink too much.
I only got like
one
one little sip left.
Really?
And I'm sick of it! I hate being clumsy! Fuck off!
Damn, Cobes. I'm sorry, bro. You want me to make you a new drink, man? I got you. What'd you put in that shit, bro? What'd you put in it?
You gotta have you gotta have eye of newt, you gotta have frog's legs, you gotta have all type of shit to make that
there's
drink,
definitely some Mountain Dew in there.
Fuck off!
There's a raw quail egg that was cracked and broken into it.
All right, I got all that. Cobes, I got you, bro. Chill
My
out.
man is drinking out of just a pure copper cup, okay? Look,
Yeah,
I
those are
fucking
for
love this
mules,
guy,
man.
okay?
Those are for Moscow mules.
That's a mule cup. Oh, he's pissed off. Look at he's got to go back to get the cane. Make sure he didn't break it. He threw it.
It was his $108 cane. First he spilled all of his booze that he had. Now he's gonna break his cane.
No, it's still intact.
That hat is jacked too. Like, look at it.
Yes.
Fucking cane got in the way.
You shall not spill.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be funny if that's what the cane does? It secretly takes away everything he loves bit by bit. Like he goes to like Walmart, and then like he finds a really good parking spot, and then somebody else takes it, and he's got to park all the way in the back. You know, his umbrella folds out too far when it's raining and shit.
If I will drive all the way to Walmart, and if there's not a decent parking spot, I'll just leave. I'm like, nope.
Monty won't even wait in line. He says the reason that he never got me any birthday gifts is that there was always a long line, and he refuses to stand in line.
I've walked into a Walmart after getting a good parking spot, saw a line before I even started shopping, and turned away and left.
Listen. Half of what Hannibal said is true. Monty does not stand in lines. I will stand in line for nothing.
Like, and answer this question, Monty. We'll move on. Okay. Have you ever stood in line to buy me a birthday gift?
No, because
all right, there we go. Let's move on. Dad's a piece of shit. All right, let's move on.
I do not stand in lines because I have found that rarely, and I mean rarely, almost never in life is anything worth standing in a line for.
Yeah, I mean, like
I won't do it. I won't do it.
I think like amusement park rides, maybe. Like if you enjoy those, some people enjoy them, some don't.
I don't do it for that. When I go to
Monty?
Disney World, I get a fast pass.
Fast pass are totally worth it.
That didn't exist when I was a kid and like going to amusement parks. So
Everybody should buy a fast pass.
yeah, it's worth it. It saves you more time. You can ride the rides more in a
Monty,
shorter amount
can
of time.
can I tell you something? All right.
What's that?
When I was a kid, I used to sleep outside of Ticketmaster to wake up and buy wrestling tickets, like the day they go on sale, the minute they go on sale. I used to wait in lines. I waited in line one night outside of a dollar store for their grand opening, and I got a VCR for $1. Okay, and I need you to know this. The stuff I got with those dollars wasn't as wonderful as the time I spent with my friends in those lines.
Yeah,
It was the
if
friends
you're
they
hanging
made
out with
along the way.
friends, If you're making memories, that's different. But I'm not standing in line for shit. It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Every line you stand in, you creating a memory of you standing in line and Hayden standing in lines. That's what it is.
And that's a terrible memory. What is the payoff? Moments of pleasure? No, get out of my face.
No. The payoff is when you're no longer in line and you're at home. Okay, you are interrupting us watching this Cobes video, man.
I can be at home, though.
You being very disrespectful to Cobes.
I'm
right?
being disrespectful. I'm being disrespectful.
First step is admitting you have a problem. Let's go.
All right.
I think you're out of line for not being in line.
Maybe he should use a fast pass.
Yes.
Oh, Snake Cane is at it again.
People are calling us fast
Are you
pass rich
serious?
kids. Like,
I've never used a fast pass because I haven't been to a amusement park in a long time.
I've never went to Disneyland as a kid because I wasn't a rich kid. Don't go to Disneyland if you can't afford the fast pass.
I've never been to Disneyland. I went to Disney World once when I was in the 7th grade, but I used to go to Cedar Point every summer because it was nearby. Like, my family would drive from Toledo to Cedar Point. It was like an hour there. We'd spend all day there and then like an hour back. But there was no fast pass back then. So you spent like the majority of your time in the park standing in line waiting to ride the ride. Then you'd ride the ride. It'd be like 3 minutes. And then it's like, oh, now it's time to stand in line
Fucking
again.
lighter's wet.
I went to Disneyland for the first time as an adult a
Oh,
year
and the
before COVID
lighter's
hit.
wet. Shit, Cobes. Bro, I'm sorry. I feel
He's
bad.
I'm trying to tell you, it's that evil Snake Cane that he got. Okay.
Oh, some of the drink spilled on Cobes' lighter.
I
I actually like Cobes. Of all the Lols cows, Cobes is my favorite, and I genuinely like this dude.
Fucking Jack.
I'm sorry, dude. He's having a rough night.
Before Cobes got that cane, he was a Fortune 500 business owner. He had a full head of hair and a full harem of women. He was the epitome of perfection.
Cobes.
He bought that cane and slowly he turned into like Rob Zombie's weird little brother.
Yeah.
Rob Zombie's little brother was the dude from Power Man 5000.
Yeah, spilled all over my lighter.
His name was Spider from Power Man 5000. Pretty sure he.
Isn't it Spider X?
I don't
Spider
think so.
One.
Spider One. That's what it was. I know there was something after it. Yeah.
Did anybody else
Pissed off
notice
about-
this doll sitting on his couch?
On the couch behind him? Yeah. There used to be a person back there all the time.
Okay, all right. This is normal for him. Okay, all right. I'm sorry. I'm new to me. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Shit.
Where are you gonna get a lighter from, Cobes? You just threw your lighter.
Where the fuck's my lighter?
You threw it, bro.
You never learned to conjure fire.
Pisses me off.
He's
Oh,
just
you
like
did.
he's just triggering himself at this point.
Yes.
Or one leg on the soap cat.
Whoa.
See, I wish
You
I
know
was
what
there.
pisses me off about the dating scene?
Oh my God! Now he's on to the
Not
dating scene.
dating? Oh crap, Cobes! Come on, bro.
In all honesty, is women and men are getting the same shit for the same bullshit.
What? What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Like
Hold on, let's see where you
women
go.
and
Let's see where he
men
takes it.
are sitting there getting crap for the same shit.
Nothing he's saying is
Fucking
making sense.
kiss my ass.
Okay.
Luckily, I have a
no, what he's
spare
saying is
lighter.
women and men both spill drinks on their lighters.
Indubitably.
When they want a cigarette. That's all he's saying. I agree with you, Kobe. Women and men both do that.
Where did he get this Civil War hat from?
Play the
He's
fucking
rocking
video.
one of them joints.
He got that from the Civil War.
That was the end of it.
Thanks for watching.
That is a classic ending.
Oh no. Oh, now it's over.
Mm.
Yeah, that was
So
pretty
does
epic.
he do anything with the doll in the back? Like, is that looks like a ventriloquist puppet?
Yeah, he had a police report filed on him. I don't know if he got full charges or not because he threw away a defiled sex doll.
Yeah.
So there was like actual like a news report or something on it.
Yeah, I wanted to move on to another segment that we want to get in, that we want to make sure we get into before the show ends. Okay. Before that, if we had any Streamlabs, I don't know if we had any since the last time you read, but we should probably do that, and then we'll get into.
There's probably a ton because I put this jacket on. Sorry, Ben. I just made y'all a bunch of money because I'm in this jacket.
Bay Area of Gaming says Chum Dumpster Bob looks like a registered say offender, Santa
Not
Claus
that one.
edition,
Not that one.
Play-Doh type of edition. iPod Chiller Pillar said Wu-Tang is for the children. Isolation Agarist said vroom vroom Monty, where's the Vespa parked at? Ooh woo.
About the jacket, I made y'all some money. There you go. There you go. Chalk that up some more.
And
Ben,
th-
put a
then
line,
there was a
put a
there was
line
a
on your little chart there.
there was a bunch of other big donos that were already read off.
All right.
Okay.
Bradley Gustafson says Billy needs to be put in prison. If I was put in prison, Bradley, I'd make sure you were right there under me, literally under me. You'd be my bitch doing things for cigarettes.
Time for stupid commercials.
All right. So we have quite a few stupid ads.
Yeah.
This next one made me mark out. Here it is. It speaks for itself.
Minneapolis, St. Paul, listen up. This is Jesse the Body Ventura talking to you from the Chicago Lake Liquor Store across from Sears in Minneapolis. Where should you turkeys go to buy your beer? Chicago Lake Liquor Store. You can get the finest in domestic beer as well as imported beer. You can drink little bottles or drink it like the Body does.
Yeah, like
Hogan.
Like Jesse Ventura was bigger than Hogan, like size-wise at one point.
Yeah.
He was taller for sure.
Chicago Lake Liquor is the #1 beer store. They buy more, so you buy for less. Save even more on 3K special. #1, Chicago Lake Liquor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goddamn, Jesse. All right.
They buy
I see
more,
you.
so you save more.
Yeah. Here's 1983 McDonald's Weird McNugget commercial.
I love McDonald's.
Ronald McDonald meets the professor.
Professor's top secret laboratory is around here somewhere. Ah, hi, Professor.
Ronald, you're just in time to meet my new invention. I'm the Chicken McNugget diplomatic. It dips McDonald's Chicken McNuggets into your choice of 4 sauces. Here goes. Oh. Oh, God. What happened to the McNugget?
He couldn't wait.
I ate them all.
I knew there's more.
McDonald's.
Why'd you make the damn machine then?
What is?
Then you made a Rube Goldberg machine and then ate the nuggets while you was watching the machine. You could have just ate the nuggets. There was
I'll be
no
honest
point
with
in the
you.
machine.
I'll be honest with you, Hannibal. Throughout history, this has been a consistent white man problem. They start to work on something to fix a problem, and before it's fixed, they've already completely eliminated the problem from existence because of their poor execution of maintaining the problem in the first place. It's a
You're saying is White people was going to eat other people's nuggets.
I'm saying white people will try and save an endangered species, and in the process, eat up the endangered species.
Okay, fair enough.
See, I was
Look at
just gonna
this.
leave it at
Look at
nuggets.
this.
Pictures so real.
Watch.
I'm sorry.
Watch.
No, we're not doing
Dolby Prologic surround sound so exciting.
This kid makes a paper airplane.
Your ears. The ultimate home cinema televisions from Philips, including 100 hertz flicker-free pictures and
Oh!
Philips. Let's make things better.
And that pause game right there.
No.
Oh man, I want you to know I was instantly horrified. I was like, oh man, Drunken Peasants is going off the air forever.
Osama bin Phillips took this a little too seriously. I do want to make things better.
Oh, it got so close.
Really dodged a bullet on that one.
This is from a canceled Kickstarter campaign that some person that might be kind of out there made. Check this.
How I came up with the name Asifu was a couple months ago. I had a dream about this man that I've never met before.
Played by Jared Leto.
He and I were, talking, and we're having a good time.
Never talk to a man from halfway inside his cape.
For a long time.
You're like almost in his cape.
Yeah. No, if you're halfway inside a man's cape, you do not listen to him. That's
Moses
trouble.
is hustling the shit out you right now. Talking about, hey man, you want to see these watches I got right
Yeah.
here?
If you have a 3/4 turn cape draped around you are. This conversation needs to end now. Nothing good can come from this. This is statutory cape.
I had to take the jacket off. It's too hot in here to wear a leather jacket.
You can't hang, Ben.
No, it's
This
too hot
is a
in
small
New Orleans
room.
to wear a heavy a leather jacket. But BENPAI isn't going through a midlife crisis right now. So
I'm not going through a mid-fuck.
That's what people say when they're not going through a midlife crisis. They say they're not going through it. So let's go back to this dude's cartoon about Jesus Christ.
He turned back and looked at me and said, "Oh."
This is the story of this guy, how this guy invented this weird product that he was trying to push on a Kickstarter. He was looking for $9,000.
By the way, my name is Asifu, and it means life is good.
It does.
And then I woke up. After I woke up from that dream, the Holy Spirit was talking to me, and he said, life is good doesn't mean that you have good things, that you have riches, and it's good. It simply means that life is good, and it's the first gift that God has given unto us.
Hold on. God gets credit for just giving you your life? Like, with or without God, we're here, right? Like, I'm gonna start taking credit for people having things that they automatically get by existing. Guys, I gave you air. That's me.
You should, every time somebody spits dope bars, you should be like, hey, thank me, I'm the god of bars.
Yeah, I'm the god of bars, both rap bars and candy bars.
Perilous times and hard times, but we're here to remind you that life is still good. God gave good gifts, and the first gift to man in reality was life, and it is good. And when I thought about that, and I thought about people who, they go through stress and problems and a lot of situations, and they feel like that's it for them, like they hate life now, they don't want to continue it. I'm just here to remind you that life is good, and it's a gift from God. And if you cast your burdens and all your cares upon God.
By the way, this is literally the thing he's about to push to you is just like a wireless charger.
Worth it.
I promise you, he will deliver you. So this is what this company is about. This is why on every single wireless charger, there are scriptures that will remind you that the Lord is on your side.
It projects. It's a wireless mobile phone charger, but it also projects Bible verses onto the wall that it's next to.
No.
Give me the Rube Goldberg machine that gives me McNuggets. I would rather that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's a canceled Kickstarter, but here it is, right here.
This would be cool if like you could have this in a strip club and it just pushes the Bible verse up over the strippers while they're on stage.
Wait. Do me a favor. Scroll down his Kickstarter. I want to see, because I saw he got like $151. I want to see what the denominations were that he got.
Okay,
I hope one person gave $1.
Because I feel like it just based on him getting 3 donos, it means that at least 1 or 2 of those people gave him really high donos for the shit.
Somebody had to have given him at least $100, right?
Had to.
Yeah.
Just the idea that 3 people gave him $50 is crazy.
Yeah, why?
Somebody had to have given him more than $50, right?
Does it show? It doesn't say.
I don't know. I have no idea.
That he has given unto you is good.
Y'all made more tonight than he did in his wireless Bible converter.
It charges your phone and it puts different colored Bible verses on your wall.
We don't call them colored anymore, Ben. I'm sorry. Damn it. Shit. I almost went on one episode. Shit.
But we do. We do, though.
Excuse me. I hope you don't think I'm trying to pick you up or anything. As a matter of fact, normally I find it quite difficult to talk to girls, but I bought you this Pepsi and came over to try to get to know you because, well, you look like the kind of girl I could talk to.
Jeg kan ikke forstå, hvad du siger. Du må tale noget langsommere. Jeg lærte engelsk til skolen, men det var ikke...
Let us smack it, let us squinch it, ace, taste and roll. Good, buzzing cool, talking high, walking fast, living hell, giving cool, fizzing, Pepsi.
What?
That was an old school Pepsi commercial.
This is why Pepsi's always been second to Coke.
Yeah.
Pepsi's never had a good commercial campaign.
What about you got the right one, baby? With
that was Diet Pepsi.
Okay.
Diet Pepsi did dethrone Diet Coke for a while.
They also Pepsi did this way back in the day. I don't know how many of y'all are gonna remember this. I'm about to age myself right now. I'm about to show my age. Pepsi did the license to chill. The way you got the license to chill was you went to random malls in America and you go to the booth and you do the taste test. And if you pick the
Pepsi challenge.
You take the Pepsi challenge.
Yeah.
And you get the license to chill. I had mine and it got you all kinds of free stuff.
What did it get you?
Like free food at different restaurants. Like you could
what?
bring it
A taco?
Free food or discounted food?
No.
It's the choice of a new generation.
Just let me know one thing that it got you for free that you remember getting for free.
I'm trying to remember. I remember going to restaurants and you could bring that and you could get, like Taco Bell was one of them. Like a taco for me at that age, a free taco, that's free food. All I had to do was pick the one I didn't like because I knew what Coke tastes like. I like Coke better.
Wow.
Like, that's a Coke. That's a Coke.
Wow.
You are aboard the Imperial Warbird Kazara. You're here to explain this.
Oh, the new Hallmark Star Trek keepsake magic ornament. Pirated from the Romulan Empire.
Look, some Commander.
It lights up.
Tell us what you know.
Oh, well, the Romulan Warbird ornament is a gold crown stores only for a limited time. You should get yours soon.
All right, so that chick is on Star Trek. Like the Romulan chick that leaned in is actually from Star Trek, which I think is weird because why didn't you get the Star Trek people to do the makeup? Why'd you let the Hallmark people do the makeup here?
You guys in town for a Star Trek convention?
Ooh. Here's what is this?
Christmas is near, and I am delighted that so many good boys and girls are calling my special number to hear my exciting Christmas stories.
There's a new story every day, and you'll receive a free
These were
gift from
so
Santa.
scam.
Calling.
Christmas is a magic time for us all. Call me, and we'll share the magic.
Having kids, telling kids to call a 900 number is so scummy.
Yep.
This is so scummy.
$2 for the first minute and 45 cents each minute after.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. My little brother used to run up our phone bill because he would call these lines. Not this one, like the one that would be like, "Do you want to meet fun, sexy locals in your area?" He was like 8. And he was "Fuck yes, sign me up."
And then these were replaced with the premium text messages.
Yeah.
We're like, text joke to 5433 to get the joke of the day, but what they're not telling you is that they're billing you on your cell phone bill like $10 a month or whatever.
Yeah, it's reckless.
Yep.
Like I still remember 1-900-909-9900 stuck in my brain as a little kid. It's not fair.
909-8888. Each call costs $2 for the first minute and 45 cents
like
for each extra minute.
Sex
Be sure that
worker
your parents
etiquette.
give
You get them on the phone,
Christmas is
you
near.
keep them entitled
So am
or
I.
excited, and then when they're about to finish off their call with Santa, be happy, you'd be like, "Oh, what do you think your mom wants for Christmas?" And then you get them stuck on the phone even longer. It's all manipulative. And this is the kids, man.
Yeah.
The kids. Yes.
That's all I know.
Soulja Boy's got a new console coming out.
Let me introduce one of our products, our Lobby Joystick. This joystick can be used in PlayStation 2 games and on computer games.
How many buttons are there?
What game are you playing?
For a powerful game.
Dude, this is 100% used to train Al Qaeda with drone
to fly
attacks.
drones. Yeah.
PlayStation 2 has
Yes,
5
I
different
kind of
kinds
want
of the
that.
functions.
I want this controller though. For powerful game.
1. Feel just like playing games in arcade room.
In
Made
arcade
with
room.
Lever and
But it
button used
doesn't.
in arcade games.
Lever.
At the arcade room, you feel just like playing games at the arcade room.
I feel just like playing games at arcade room.
Realistic vibration. Feel vibration
Realistic
when
vibration.
playing PlayStation 2 games. You can add more excitement in action games. 3. Human-based design. From human-based design in joystick.
You know, when I
and
was looking at
buttons,
that, I was thinking to myself, whoever designed this really had a human.
They must have been a human. It must have been a human that designed this.
You can
Yeah, I can look at this right now and tell it's for a human.
Risk from overplaying games.
Why else would it have 14 buttons on it?
For all 14 of our
Metal
fingers,
mask
Hannibal.
logo.
For all 14 of
Enjoy-
our fingers.
Enjoy fancy look of the joystick with metal mask logo.
With metal mask logo.
I always want the logo to look good on my controller.
I'll be honest with you. I'm pretty sure this is what Mo Gay came up with after digging through all of our butts for cocaine.
Yes,
Full circle.
This was designed by Mo Gay, for sure.
Yes. I am Mo Gay. This is good butt probe controller.
So lobby, I want this.
Okay, that's next to a PlayStation 2.
Stableness.
Yes.
Since
We
there
should
Yeah,
both
there-
buy
it was
this
made for
and do
PS2.
all of our game streams.
That
using
damn thing.
this.
That damn thing's about as big as the PS2.
enough
Yes.
weight of 5
Yeah, but it doesn't have this. But it's not. But it has much more stableness.
Yes,
True.
Yes, much more. And it's got that fancy logo, Billy.
Yeah, is your PlayStation logo in metal?
Metal
Might-
mask,
I
a
didn't
metal
think so.
mask logo.
I think I might hire
metal
King
mask.
Cobes to
Don't hate. Do
to-
not hate.
to
I'm
spruce
gonna
up
put
my
Metal mask
PlayStation
on
2.
right now.
I'll have King Cobes do an original PlayStation 2 design for me. Just paint that sumbitch up.
So I wanted to let everyone know that we are doing the post show tonight after this show's over. We're doing it for patrons only. Patrons and subscribe stars, $10 or above. So all of you that had signed up to get the shirt, you qualify for that for this post show that we're going to do that no one else is going to be able to see. The links are getting posted, and we're going to go over there in a few minutes because we've about reached the end of this episode. Please like and subscribe. Thanks to everyone who sent in donos and all that.
Fig Soul gave us some love not too long ago. 47D says, seriously, Billy, you need to catch up on Clone Wars and Rebels, or else you're going to be completely confused with the future of Mandalorian. A lot of new characters from Mando, from Clone Wars, Rebels, Ahsoka, Bo-Katan, Thrawn, Ezra, Rex, Sabine. I'm not going to be confused, right? Like they're going to introduce these characters in a way where it's not going to be confusing. That's what happens when any show moves to a bigger medium, like when Twin Peaks did Fire Walk with Me. You could watch Fire Walk with Me, and it would make sense on its own as much as any Lynch work makes sense. But obviously you'll know more if you watch the series. Like I don't think people are going to be lost. That's one of the great things about the Mandalorian. It introduced these characters. I wasn't lost when I saw Ahsoka show up. I was like, this is a cool character that's new to me. You know, I'm familiar very little with her character from the cartoons, but it was still cool to see her there doing kick-ass stuff. Like it's nobody's gonna be lost. Should I watch Clone Wars and Rebels? I probably should, yeah. But there's also probably a million other things I should watch as well. And to sit down and invest myself with that time, I would love to do that. I don't know if I will, but I don't think you're wrong in suggesting that I should watch it. I just don't know if I possibly can. I do think you're wrong in thinking I won't be able to enjoy them in the live action universe. I think they're going to make sure they're going to be very careful to not leave people lost when these characters show up on screen.
Yes, absolutely. There you go.
But thank you for the money, and thank you for your opinion. Like, I love talking Star Wars. Like, I would do a 7-hour Star Wars talk with everybody one special day, and you guys could school me and enlighten me on all the fine intricacies that are Star Wars cartoons.
Yes.
See, just so y'all know, I'm on so whenever somebody is trying to sell a joystick for a console, I always go to thearcadestick.com for the reviews so I can see how good it is. And the people at thearcadestick.com gave the Salabi 4K a 1-star review.
Oh,
no. They said the price is poor, the aesthetics, the hardware is poor, the performance is poor. They say the con is that it is poor quality and redefines ugliness. But they say the pros are it has a silent joystick. So,
okay, if you want a silent joystick, there's your controller.
Stealth joystick.
Look, if you want to play games, competitively, you do not want the Sarabi 4K. But if you just want to man a drone without the enemy hearing you in the bushes, the Sarabi 4K is perfection.
That's the one. Well, the joystick is silent. The buttons are probably super duper loud to compensate for the quiet.
It probably sounds like
here's the secret about the buttons. When they hear that loud button click, their attention goes like this, and they don't see the bomb drop on their head. It's perfect.
You're behind them.
Yep.
You're behind them.
Yep.
Oh, good thinking, Billy. It's perfect for drones.
The Salabi. All right, that's what I'm getting. We're gonna get one and review it on Hannibal and Monty Shit Show live every Wednesday.
I'm sending it to you, Hannibal. I'm sending it to you. I don't want it.
Right.
So it's gonna be yours. So
also shout out to Monty. Stayed awake all stream this time. I'm proud of you. Good job, Dad.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'm not.
I just want everybody. I want everybody watching at home to know. And I hate to spoil this for you, Monty, because you've been so good the entire show. Monty is actually feeling under the weather. And is doing the show despite that, and even said nobody's going to be able to know I'm sick. I'm going to drink some whiskey to help get me through the suffering.
Yes.
And we're going to make it through the show. And I'd totally forgotten how sick you were up until now.
Did I not say that? And did I not do that?
Exactly. And I knew when I had forgotten. So thank you very much for powering through. And you look really cool in that leather jacket, Daddy.
Thank you. I'm gonna crash as soon as this ends too. So
you've earned it.
I literally had a studio session all day today, and I'm completely wiped out. But I'm super glad that Monty and I were able to stay awake long enough to be on Drunken Peasants. Y'all's show is our favorite show to do when we're not doing our show.
Yes.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Now, I mean, I may have told that to Pimp Monk and the Geek Room and a couple other scoops.
Yeah.
But I only meant it when I said it to y'all.
I've only said it to y'all.
I don't know how many times I've told a woman I'm gay, but I only meant it when I say it to you guys.
I told Trumpster Bob. He was right. He was right about me. And that's why I surround myself with gay guys.
Ever tried DMT, bro? What's up, V?
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, crap. I'm not crashing right after this. I got to go over to Ben's house. I forgot about that.
Yeah, for the gay sex.
Oh, yeah. See, there you go.
Your jacket's in arm's reach, right, Ben?
You might crash. You might crash lap first.
Yeah, I'm coming over there. You're about to catch whatever I got. I'm sorry, man.
All patrons $10 and above, come watch us on the after show. For those of you that do not have a $10 patronage or above, enjoy the rest of your night or sign up and come see us now.
You should sign up. You should go up to the $25 perk so you can get the shirt, because people have been asking for a new shirt for a while.
And everybody else, go follow Hannibal and Monty right now.
Yes.
Yeah, we're awesome. We're awesome. So is DP. You're gonna love us both.
Yeah.
Different shows. We're nothing like them.
Yeah, because there's people that say that we're the diet version of.
I like
the black DP.
I like how
I was trying to go away from the culture. I'm not trying to virtue signal here. Okay, they say that we're the diet version of Drunken Peasants.
You know, they're trying to wrap up the show. We're not trying to argue right now, Hannah.
We were the ones that were on diets.
I like how Ben used to wear a mask and I used to wear a bandana all the time, and now you guys get to be the masked bandana cool dudes.
Yeah.
Really, you're not helping. You're not helping.
All right, we're all going. We're going to the post show. We'll see you guys later. Have a wonderful night. We will see you on Thursday.
Cheers.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. It was fun.
In the beginning, there was nothing, and then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants. From the strangest corners of the internet, gonna get TP'd by Billy and Ben. You know where you can find them at. Get ready, cause they're gonna kick your... Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants, Drunken Peasants.